Oh, Carmela, when she saw the guy that I was going on a double date with. Thanks for being here, guys. We're gonna raid Carmela in 2 seconds.
Do it, Mel.
Hi, guys.
Thanks for the stream, Melly.
Streamception.
Live for the drama.
Streamception. I'm gonna upload the VOD so some of you guys can watch it after this.
Hell.
Bye, Gabe.
Oh, I need to get my MacBook.
Bye-bye.
Superstar, you know that I'm Where is my MacBook? I wonder if I could stream in my room. Melissa has no internet in her room, and I seem to be able to stream perfectly fine over here. So Melissa's rating me right now. I'm waiting for her stream to end.
Yeah,
Hey, bitch. What's good, bitch?
It was an accident. I was wearing a short dress and I crossed my legs on stream.
I don't know how to get rid of this. Hold on. Let's see. Scenes. I want to get rid of the alert box. Shh.
I've seen her Melissabug
Delete.
many times, girl. I am afraid
There.
to make Carmelo S stream. I feel like somebody is going to kick my ass there.
They might.
No introduction. I know. I'm sorry there's no introduction.
I was so embarrassed. No, it wasn't an accident.
I'm being rated by Melmo.
Who's here?
Everybody.
All my viewers are here already. You're supposed to join the raid, so
Guys,
we
you're
look
supposed
more
to get on the-
impressive. You're not supposed to be there before the raid
And
happens.
then you rate it like, wow, small raid. Sorry, that's not funny.
I am here.
Not funny, didn't laugh.
I'm here for the clickbait title. This is not a clickbait title.
What's your clickbait title?
It says I miss you guys.
Not like my Czechoslovakian friend Ivey told Carmela this before.
That is clickbait.
Well,
Just
happy
kidding.
birthday if you miss Sunday.
Hi, Jennings. Why did that message get allowed?
I saw that. I was like, wait, I didn't know you guys let that word
We
in your
don't.
chat.
I'm so surprised that went through.
All
Alright, bye guys. See you later. See you on Carm stream in like 5 seconds, okay?
Ciao,
See ya,
ciao.
everybody. Bye.
Oh, wait, no. Bye. Hi, guys. Hi, everyone. Wait, let me turn on my MacBook. Hi, everyone.
You can have the thing now if you want.
Okay.
Ooh, I made the chair all sweaty because I was so anxious about everything.
Oh my
Any
god.
water? I didn't drink any water
Fuck.
today. None.
Fuck.
Zero.
Oh my god, guys.
You good?
My chargers. Where's my...
You can look at your chat on here.
Okay. Oh,
Oopsies.
perfect. Oh my god, guys. Why did I not charge my phone?
I'm gonna call Alejandro.
My room smells horrible. Horrible. Do you think it could actually be that fan? I thought the fan would help.
Keep the fan. I don't want it anymore.
Melissa! Maybe you should try it and see if it's like,
Smell
if it is a fan that's smelling.
Oh, your room smells so bad.
My room smells like a corpse. I think someone died in there.
When Carmela opens her computer, I'll upload the VOD.
Alright. Hi guys. Welcome in, Raiders. Let's do a shout out to Melissabug. Wait, let me grab my light.
Shout out to Melissabug.
I really do like how big your thing is, but I know it's hard to like carry
I
around.
fucking hate it. I look at your computer, I'm like, oh, this is so fucking nice.
I wish maybe we should switch. I
That'd be
don't
so
want mine
nice.
anymore.
No, my specs are too much better than yours.
And it's probably like way more expensive than mine.
Actually, it was $800 after tax.
Really?
Yeah, the specs are amazing, but it's so heavy. That's why no one wants that.
Mine was $800.
Oh really? That's pretty cheap for a Mac, honestly.
But then plus, wait, wasn't it
Can I make
$800?
the lighting more warm
Yes. This is the neutral.
and maybe a little bit lighter?
Lighter.
I mean, like less brighter.
You can move it now.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll use a small. Sorry guys, I'm setting up stream as I'm going. Ow! That really hurt.
Oh my god, you're putting the camera on my bad side? Oh, I hate you. Sorry.
Really? This is your bad side?
It's my horrible side. Oh,
You're
it's
horrible.
so bad.
Be there.
Mel, don't you have someone to call?
Stop! No, don't call.
I just
Melissa, no.
just want to see what he has to say.
Melissa's trying to call this guy.
It's for content.
Melissa, no, don't make excuses. Guava shots from the raid. Hi everyone, hi raiders. Small raid. Don't care. This raid isn't as up to par as I normally like, so I'm just gonna ignore the raiders today. Wait. Shut up, Doctor.
Tofu, I can just make it public on my stream. I'm just gonna publish it.
You're publishing your VOD.
Yeah.
Why?
So that people can watch it.
Hi everyone. My room smells so bad, like I can't get over it. I have my window. I think I should just turn off the fan.
Let's put the fan in my room and see if it smells bad. Or if there's a dead body in there.
Every night in that room, I wake up like sweating in a puddle of sweat because the room is so fucking hot. Even when the fan doesn't even do anything.
Hotter than mine because I'm warm, but I'm not that warm.
I'll like wake up and like last night I normally don't do this, but I had a wet towel on my bed from my shower, and I was like putting the wet towel on me. That's how fucking hot I was. So good morning, hello everyone. I hope everyone is doing well. It actually does smell like milk, guys.
Ew.
It smells like rotten milk in my room.
Ew.
I am so happy to see myself in this camera and not your camera anymore because I look so bad in your camera for some reason.
No, I do too. This looks so much better.
It's like in your camera, the sharpness is all the way up.
I need to figure that out.
Know what I mean?
Oh, look, Blacklight came back.
Yay! So, gosh, I haven't had coffee yet today. Guys, should I drink some coffee?
Yeah.
I should have made coffee while Melissa was streaming. So, Melissa...
You messaged me, be very happy, Melissa. I loved meeting you. I didn't message him. That was his response to goodbye, Alejandro.
Well, okay, so Melissa basically had this guy... You want to give them the summary so that my chatters are caught up a little bit?
Yeah, and if after the stream you want to get the full story, go watch the VOD I published on my stream. Basically, I met this guy, and we had a beautiful date, and it was like a movie, and then he said that I was too amazing. Okay, this is a very, very short version. And he said I was so amazing and beautiful, and he felt a connection that he's never felt before, just only after knowing me for 2 days, and we couldn't be together anymore because he knew I was going to leave Colombia one day, and he didn't want to just keep postponing heartbreak, and it was just, I'm just too perfect for him, everything's perfect, and he was just acting like we were in like a rom-com, like, I mean, I'm not even exaggerating when I said he was acting like he was in a rom-com, like he did all the faces, like he did all the words that were so dramatic, it was so dramatic. Anyway, that's the very short version of it, very short version, and there was a lot of funnies during it.
Yeah, he thinks it's a novela. He thinks that this is a movie and that everything... He really reminds me of this one girl in my neighborhood who literally would talk like she was in... What is the show called? Dragons?
I don't know it.
How to Train Your Dragon. She thought she was
I've
in
never
that.
seen it.
And she would like talk to people and like that. And she once told me, she's like, you know... And she's my same age, and she was like, I could kill somebody if I wanted to. And I was like, bitch, shut the fuck up. Like, everything she said was so dramatic, and then she's like, I could literally kill you right now if I wanted to. And I'm like, bitch, no you can't. No you can't. I was so mad at her for even the audacity to say that.
It's funny that you were mad and not disturbed.
I was like, bitch, I'll kill you first. But it was just the fact that she was talking like she was in, you know, a movie. Oh no, I put so much coffee, Melissa.
Pour it back in. Pour it into another cup.
It was a wet cup.
Pour it into another. Oh.
It was already kind of dissolving as I spoke. So.
It was so dramatic. There were 2 others before that.
He said, shoot. Duke didn't what's up with you. Do you think any clubs will be open tonight?
I don't know.
should go to the club.
I'll consider it. I don't have. Let me actually message my teacher and make sure. I don't think I have class till noon.
Tell Carmela to say a Hebrew prayer for us, please. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu. Melech Echolon. I don't know. I don't know the rest of that. Can I sing you a song?
What song?
A song. Okay, so it goes. Shalom Aleichem, Malchei Hasharet, Malchei Yom, Melech, Malchei Melachim, Akadosh Baruch Hu, Bohem Shalom, Malchei Hashalom, Malchei Yom, Melech, Malchei Melachim, Akadosh Baruch Hu.
That scared me.
It's like I can't sing normally.
That was beautiful but scary.
Am I Jewish? No. I just was guys, do I tell you I grew up around Israelis and Jewish people? That's all I grew up around until I moved to Maryland. For like the first 10 years of my life, that's all I was around.
I'm gonna call him. Let's see what happens.
Shalom Aleichem. What are you doing?
I'm gonna call him and say.
Just stop, sit down. Sit down. I didn't even submit. No, sit down. Sit down. No, it's not for content. No, it's for content. No, I'm for you.
You probably wanted to answer. It's okay, it's okay.
I will answer. Oh, yay. Wow, Dakota, you're learning Spanish, I see. Trying to riz me up. I see the plot here. Huh. Okay, the song goes like, did Maryland expose you to the bop life? Maryland does have a lot of bops, but Maryland bops is like, you see, like, Maryland bops. Here's how I would describe Maryland bops. They are very freaked out, but they are too woke sometimes. I think that Maryland bops can be too woke. Sometimes I myself am woke many times, but many times it's too woke. Like, suppose you're just trying to get freaky, and then someone's talking about the political economic state of the world. You didn't answer.
No, he didn't pick up.
Good.
Unfortunately for you guys, he didn't pick up.
No, fortunately for you.
Unfortunately for everyone, he did not pick up.
Fortunately for everyone, including yourself and him, everyone in the whole world is happy. Hi, peace on the mountain. How are you? So Maryland does have many bops, and not only are they woke, and they'll trick you. This is why I don't trust. This is why. Okay.
We have to organize our shelves so we don't eat each other's food.
I haven't been eating any food except for mine. Was I eating your food?
Not yet. But I see potential.
I don't know what a bop is, but there's this fun. What the heck, Blacklight? So, anyways. The angels cried when you sang that prayer, Carmela. Thank you. You know what it means, guys?
What?
It means peace be upon you. Shalom Aleichem. It means peace be upon you. So, I thought I was Jewish for a really long time, and then I did an ancestry test.
And then I turned out to be Jewish, and I didn't know I was Jewish.
I thought I was Jewish because that was like how I grew up. I was celebrating Sukkot and Passover and literally speaking a little bit of Hebrew. And my parents speak Hebrew only to find out that I was never Jewish.
Were they sad?
No. My parents actually never even told me I was Jewish. I don't know where I got
Did
this
they
idea.
think they were Jewish?
No, but my mom is apparently like her mom took the ancestry test and she was like Sephardic. But I don't know if that's true. I don't know if I just made that up or not. Because
You probably didn't.
we're Spaniard and Spaniards have a lot of like Jewish blood. But I took the ancestry test and I didn't get any Jewish.
Took an ancestry test and I'm 100% thick. How does that song go?
I just took a DNA test, turns out I'm 100%. That bitch, I think. What? Doctor! Doctor is trying to reach me up with Spanish. No! No. This won't work on me.
Why does that cabinet smell like coconut? I actually want to throw out that whole loaf of bread. It's really grossing me out. Maybe I'll bring it to school and give it to you.
Yeah, give it to someone who will appreciate coconut bread.
Yeah.
Like yourself.
It doesn't even taste like it. It just smells like it. I think it's the bread.
I don't know why it smells so much like coconut.
We should have took a walk to that refried bean store today. It's really close to our house, I think.
That would have been the most important walk of the day.
I know.
So last night I went to our old Airbnb. I got it confused and I went to the wrong one, but it was so nostalgic.
Aww.
It was so nostalgic. And how many spots are available for the Japan trip? About, I think 24 are available. And the trip launches May 6th at 12 p.m. Eastern time. So that is Tuesday at 12 p.m. Eastern time. You can sign up for the email. It's on my Instagram story. I can also put it in here.
When are you gonna book your flight? Because since it's like set in stone. I guess it's way too far away right now.
I'll book it when the trip like launches and stuff and like fully launched. But yeah, we can go over it today. Now I can really go into it more detail with you guys. I need to drink more coffee. I fucking need coffee.
What?
I have to tell you guys something about my crush, but I'm so scared his friends are watching.
Which crush?
My only crush. Why is that
Are
funny?
they from the United States or Colombia?
Yeah, United
or
States.
Nicaragua? Which country?
United States.
Or Mexico?
United States.
Which one?
But he was born in Mexico. Okay, I said too much, but... Yeah. I want to tell you something, but I'm afraid that his friends are listening to this.
Why would they be listening?
Because his friends come and comment on my stream sometimes.
Oh, you should have told us on my stream.
I know. He should have told you. Your friends don't know about your crush. No, his friends. If his friends find out, they're gonna tell him immediately. They're like his friend, like our mutuals. The people of his that watch my streams, they are like demonic entities, guys. They're literally demonic entities.
Why is he friends with demons?
He's not friends with them, which just happens to be the like mutuals like in the friend groups.
What? How would they know? How would they know?
Carm, would you ever consider being a stud or would you be a lipstick lesbian? I learned this last night that I am a mix of both.
What, did you get with a girl last night?
No. That's gay. That's gay. But there was two. No. Never mind about that. But Yeah, they're just like these trickster demonic entities that just want everything. They want drama. They want to fight. They want to be still. It's not about like angry. They just love confusion. They love laughing. They're like clowns. They're trickster demonic spirits. That's what they are. Chaos demons, yes. They're chaos demons. And I already told my brothers that I had a crush on this guy. And that was a huge mistake because my brothers always tell my crushes about that I have a crush on them. Once I saw their coach, once I had a crush on my brother's coach and they told him. And I was so mad. Skitter! Thank you so much for giving us up to John Wilson. Thank you so much, Skitter. Oh my god, thank you. I'm going to try to get off the board this stream, and I know I said that last time. I never did. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it this time. Blacklight is posting... Wait, though, what the fuck? May 3rd. Mama Soundgarden bet.
This cheddar sucks.
It's a little weird, but I kind of like it.
It's really weird. It almost tastes like vegan.
It almost tastes like American cheese.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to have to start smudge cleansing his thing
so
at this
weird.
rate.
Ooh.
Yes. His thing... Hi, Nathan.
I wish I recorded telling that story about... Actually, I can take it from the bud. Because I want to tell Kaylee about it. I'm like, I don't want to tell this fucking story again. It's just so long.
Is Kaylee in the... Oh, you're going to tell her to go watch the VOD?
Yeah.
I can tell it for you. So, guys, remember when I was ranting about Americans yesterday? I genuinely, Melissa, don't know how Colombians like us. Because I met more last night. It's like only the word. Skitter! Oh my god, Skitter, thank you so much for giving us up to Big Ricky. Thank you so much, Skitter. Thank you. Wait, that's your 20th gifted sub. Wow. Wow. But, so, the only, like, the most despicable and the worst and the most horrible Americans come here. Only, like, the kinds that you, like, rarely meet in America. They come here. And they burden the poor Colombians with their presence. I hate them. I don't hate.
I'll freeze this fucking chicken. Sorry, I didn't mean to get that aggressive. What are these?
I think my jaw issue is hereditary. I met another guy with the same jaw issue as me.
Wow,
This is the third one. This is the third guy that I met with the fucked up jaw that is like either. Yeah, where he can't connect his teeth. This is a streak for me.
Would you ever consider streaming on the couch?
Yeah.
In this Airbnb?
Yeah. I always have to be careful because when I sit on couches, I start to fall asleep.
Because what?
When I sit on couches, I start to fall asleep.
Oh.
I have to be really uncomfortable on stream so I can stay awake. Cause you know that, baby, I'm your biggest fan. I'll follow you until you love me. Papa, paparazzi. Skitter. Oh my god, Skitter, thank you for giving in another sub. Thank you for giving in a sub to Clement Gray.
Wow, to such great people too.
Yeah, such amazing people you're gifting subs to. Except for Ricky, who keeps calling me a bop. Not
I feel like a
him.
bop's a good thing.
How is a bop a good thing?
Like when a song's a bop?
No, it means that he's calling me a slut.
Oh, I didn't know that.
That's what he's calling me.
Alright, my goal is to drink 1 bottle of water today.
1 bottle of water, you say?
I've actually never even seen you drink water.
I drank water
In Colombia, at least.
2 minutes ago while you were on stream.
Really? Where is it?
I drank 2 cups of water.
Where's your water?
Right there.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Because I had hiccups. Shut up, Ricky.
Ooh, I want to go to that.
Blacklight.
Ooh, I wanna
Can
go
you
to
DM
that.
these to me? DM them to me, Blacklight. DM them to me.
May 3rd? Is that Sunday?
Don't put them on.
Saturday?
Don't put them on. Don't.
That's Saturday.
That's my son's birthday.
Oh my god, we gotta have a joint birthday party.
Bop is slut shaming though. Brusco, even if it does mean bop. Yeah, it's slut shaming. Stop shaming me, guys.
Because I kind of want to sit on the couch.
Okay, we can do that because I'm
Really?
a little uncomfortable. I have to pee now.
It's okay if you don't want to move with me.
No, I kind of do want to move.
I would love it if you moved to the
guys.
couch with me. Do you want to sit on that side or this side?
Whichever one is my good side.
Well, this is my good side. I don't remember which side's your good side, but we'll prioritize your good side.
Oh,
Since it's your
man.
stream. So, okay, so wait. I know that this is your bad
I'll
side.
sit here
So,
and you sit
yeah,
here.
yeah. No,
Right?
I sit here.
Okay.
Because this is your good side, right?
Yeah, this is my good
Yeah,
side.
you sit there.
But I would be looking at you.
Oh, I see. Okay, we can switch them.
Or we could just do head on.
No, you're right. Well, that's what I was thinking. No, you're right, though. You're right.
Let's try this.
Oh, okay, we need to turn this light off now. And we need to turn on those lights. Woo.
You must be able to keep it on.
Jeez.
I just have to.
Should we tell spooky stories? Sorry, I just lifted my giant leg up.
I was so afraid that you were about to
Flash?
flash the Homer Simpson again. Okay. Can you? No. But my crush Melissa has a motorcycle now.
Wow, really? Motorbikes in America, though, is kind of scary.
That's really.
Don't you think?
I think it's more scary here.
No, but everyone's so used to motorbikes, they like really take care of other motorbikes around them. It's like part of their culture.
Well, he's not from America, so it's fine.
Well, it's about like the other people around him. But it's okay, it's more badass in other countries too. It's like more badass in America, but it's more dangerous.
I'm gonna pee.
Okay, you go pee. Hi, little dude. I'm your biggest fan. I'll follow you until you love me. Paparazzi. Baby, there's no word, the superstar. You know that I'll be your paparazzi. Promise I'll be kind. I won't stop until that point. Whenever Carmela gets on.
Melissa, I think my periods are getting better. I don't know how, but like I only had cramps for one day.
Quesadilla.
I literally only had cramps
That's
for.
great news.
I only had cramps for what? This lighting. I had cramps for only one day, and my period it literally is stopping. Like every like symptom that I'm having that usually takes like a few. It usually takes like these symptoms, like each phase of like your period. Like for me, this would last like 2 to 3 days.
Yay.
But this is lasting for me like a day for each symptom.
Yay. I don't know how you survive with the amount of periods you get.
I don't. It's like my whole life is sickness and periods. Grrr. Look up.
It's so far from us.
I know.
So what are we gonna do for your son and mine?
My son.
I think the light's too bad. But now it's a little
I'm
spooky.
really. Is this better? Try turning on that light. Oh.
Maybe we can turn on that one.
I really like this one. I think this is good. Yeah, this is perfect.
Yay.
Are
you scared of hurting him?
Am I scared of hurting my son?
Mm-hmm.
Like emotionally?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Oh, okay.
We've talked so much about physically. I'm always afraid that I'm gonna hurt one of my boyfriends physically. They should be afraid of it too. And I love play fighting with like a guy.
Physically?
Yeah, because I like to show him that I can win. Because
I did that with my ex. I almost broke my arm, and I was emotionally so distraught about the fact that he went to that far.
what?
It was the one we liked too. He like wouldn't stop until I gave into it, and he was so fucking serious about it. And I didn't want to give in because it's like funny and playful, but then he was like, "I'm not fucking stopping until you fucking tap out." Essentially,
What the fuck?
it was actually kind of fucked up.
Which one was it?
The one that we liked. Yeah.
No, I was expecting to hear. Oh, the one that looks like
something
the
in his brain is-
troll.
Something in his brain is a little not right.
What the fuck? Okay, Smartbox, I'm so sorry. I don't know why it didn't read your thing. Like, I have the sound up. It's really weird. I'm gonna turn on Streamlabs so you guys can hear alerts. Smartbox, peace be upon y'all. It's my favorite two crackheads. How's it going? Long time. I really hope my stream doesn't disconnect since I'm opening Streamlabs. I hope it doesn't like try to connect to my camera. Long time no see. What's up, LOL? Smartbox, where have you been? Oh my gosh, I've missed you. How are you? It's so funny that you're here. I was literally just singing that song that's like Shalom Aleichem, and I haven't sang that in forever. And then you show up. Not that he's Jewish, but there's it's a long story. But the first time I went to visit, I acted like I was terrified of a bee for some reason. What? Do you hear that dog?
Yeah.
That sounds like a beagle. That sounds like a beagle.
You know Alejandro's favorite animal is a bee because he cares about the environment.
Sorry. Mine is a goat because they look like me. But what the fuck?
See, that has to be part of the character, right?
Ay, 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 bro.
He thinks he's a character.
Yeah. Do you think he has autism?
I'm starting to think he does. He just reminds me too much of that guy from Love on the Spectrum.
You just have autism and you just are bullying an autistic person.
It would be fucked up to not bully him because he's autistic. You want to give him special that's ableism. To think that they can't take bullying just because they're autistic.
Never thought of it like that.
I've actually talked about this on stream before. I don't remember the example I used, but
I never thought of it like that.
you can't just not bully an autistic person because they're autistic.
You have to not bully them for other reasons. You can't treat them differently.
Yeah.
Never thought of it like that. My ears are really like weird because I'm stuffed up and this one is like almost completely deaf, like it won't pop. So okay, it's reading it now. I turned on Streamlabs.
I've been learning Quran very intensely after work, so I've been busy. I want to become someone who remembers the whole Quran from memory, God willing, or as we say, Insha'Allah. Also, I've been reading Hebrew Bible for fun for debate reasons, so that's cool too. You ever read Hebrew?
Yeah, if I read any Bible growing up, it was a Hebrew Bible. But wow, Smartbox, good for you. I'm so proud of you. I hope that happens. I hope that you get to that point. I think you can totally get to that point where you like remember it all. That's really awesome. That's really awesome, Smartbox. Oh my gosh, how do you feel about it so far? How do you feel about where you are in your progress? So,
You know the phone rang when you were showering?
my phone.
No, that phone on the wall.
That's really scary.
I know. And there's a key button. I think you can let people in.
No! What do you mean a key button?
Like on the phone, you can see there's like a button with a key.
In a door?
No. I think it opens like the front door.
No!
That's good. We don't have to go downstairs to let people in now.
No. I don't like that. That reminds me of Scream.
I get
Don't
scared that they
ever-
haven't changed their codes, like the Airbnb people.
Don't worry, don't be scared with me. I was telling him about Rico. I don't know when it was, but I don't think you were here.
I wanted to tell you that my blind date was uglier than Rico.
No, you think that. Yeah. But really?
I was thinking about that the other day.
Thank you, Bricky. I accept your flowers. Thank you for saying that I'm not a bop and that I am a saint. Thank you for that. I accept the flowers and the apology. So, guys, I was not in a cult. This is propaganda. I was simply in a religious community that happened to have a commune, but I was not in the commune, only with people who were in the commune.
I love learning things I'm passionate about. So, I'm very happy about it. What are you doing that's making you happy now? If anything is doing that for you or Melissa.
What are you doing that's making you happy, Melissa?
Learning Spanish.
Oh, that's good, yeah. I am doing dance classes that are making me very happy. Killer Hill with the cult. Sometimes I'll talk about the community I used to be in, and people will comment and say seriously, not trolling. They would be like, I was in that cult too. And I was like, let's not call it a cult. I don't want to call it that because they watch me and then they get so fucking mad and it causes so much drama, and it's like, I'm sorry. I'm literally not even the one calling them a cult most of the time. I'm calling, I'm just saying, details about it, and everyone else calls it a cult. I'm not even calling, okay, sometimes I call it a cult, but that was the old me. Yo, it's me.
Don't read that.
What, you? Big forehead. Oh, yes, I need to get a forehead reduction surgery. Smartbox, I want to go to Turkey to get a forehead reduction. It's true. Oh, God. My ears hurt. So, guys, I'm really sorry for yet another low energy stream. I didn't eat today, and I didn't drink any coffee, and I'm drinking coffee right now, but I'm still not at 100%, and I'm sick, and I stayed up till 6 a.m. Technically, everyone on Earth is part of a cult of Earth humans.
We need to clean out the fridge for the trash tomorrow.
Really?
Yeah, the beans.
Oh, God. Guys, I keep trying to make refried beans, and every time I failed. The first time I burnt them, and I wouldn't even have been able to make them because the blender at the Airbnb was disgusting. And then this time I tried making them again, and then I got sick, and I just didn't have the energy I didn't have the energy to finish it. Make sure you drink some water, Carm. I drink some water. This is why I can't sit on the couch. I'm trying so hard not to fall asleep. Yeah. I've just done something really uncomfortable when I stream.
You did what?
I have to sit on something super uncomfortable. Also, tell me about your hometown of Whoville. You should cosplay as a Whovian one day. It'll be a perfect cosplay. No, I don't want to be associated with my people. I don't want to be associated with Whoville. It's already bad enough as is. I don't want any more association with the Who's. Carmela, are you eating enough iron? Low energy? I have always been, people always, even my doctors worry that I have low iron. I've never in my life had low iron, except when I was a baby. Guys, when I was a kid, I was born with a condition where I kept bleeding out my ass. And I couldn't stop bleeding out my ass because there was holes in my intestines. I was born with a disease where I had holes in my intestine. And because I was bleeding so much because my intestines were like ripped open and stuff, I was bleeding so much. That's the only time in my life that I had anemia. And so now, ever since then, I have a tolerance to anemia. I cannot get low iron. I've been to the doctor 100 times. They always think that I have anemia because I'm so pale. But in reality, I don't have anemia. I always get tested for it and they say, oh, you're perfect. You don't have any anemia. So.
Oh, I didn't know that about you.
Yeah, I was born with holes in my intestines. I don't talk about it too often because the ops might be listening. And the ops might make fun of the fact that I always was bleeding out of my butt. But that's why they're my ops, because they make fun of me for things like that. So, no, stop it. I'm not going to be a Cindy Lou Who. So, now I want to know the name of that intestinal issue. It was something like colitis or something. And all of my brothers and sister were almost died when we were all born. First, I almost died from holes in my intestines. Then, my brother, I forgot what he almost died from. My brother was actually born a different race. And then a few days later, he changed. But I don't know what the thing was that he almost died from. Then my other brother, he almost died from his oxygen was cut off before they cut the umbilical cord while he was still in my mom's stomach. So he had no oxygen for a while.
Oh my gosh.
And that's why he is the way he is. And then, oh yeah, and then my mom had a lot of issues giving birth to him because she's a redhead. And she was getting a C-section, and they didn't believe that she was like, I can feel everything you're doing. And they didn't believe her, and they just started cutting her open and started taking all her intestines out. And all her organs out, and she felt everything. It was very traumatic. And my brother was born like that. And that's why he is the way he is, because he felt all those things when he was born. And that's why everyone believes he's a drug addict. But he's not actually a drug addict. That's just a rumor that my dad started. But then my other brother, he was born with too much mucus in his throat and he couldn't breathe. And then my sister almost erupted my mom's uterus and they both almost died. So all of us almost died before we were born because my mom has like a condition that makes pregnancy really difficult. And it's really hard for her to have children. So, and I had the same condition as a matter of fact, so I do worry that I'll have similar issues, but maybe if I manifest it that it won't happen, that it just won't happen. So, those are the stories. The name of the condition? It's a connective tissue disorder. She has Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, and it affects your connective tissue, and it affects your connective tissue in your uterus as well, and your brain, and everywhere. Mine is hypermobility, but hers is Raynaud's syndrome. And Raynaud's syndrome, I think, is a little bit more like noticeable to other humans. Like other people can see it easier. Why are you the way you are? Is it because you broke your face once and accidentally gave yourself mental instability? I'm the way that I am probably because when I was a kid, everyone molested me. I'm just kidding. Just kidding, I'm not just kidding.
No, she's not.
But I am the way that I am because I don't really have much of an explanation for that, actually. First time watching Carm stream, she told us she pooped a red dookie as a kid. Okay, that's a different story. So that story for both, I don't know why you're spreading this story around again, but that was just because my parents were eating a dinner with their like constituents, and I was pooping and I accidentally pooped a red poop, and it really, really, really scared the shit out of me. Like it was all red. So I opened the window to the bathroom and I started screaming to downstairs on the deck where they were having dinner with their constituents, and I was like, Mom, my poop is red, and I just kept screaming probably for like 30 minutes. I'm glad no one here remembers the wheelchair story.
What wheelchair story?
It's a long story.
I'm so tired, I want to take a nap.
You should.
Right here.
I'm gonna fall asleep then too. Remember that time when we both took a nap on stream?
Yeah. That was a 24-hour stream though.
I was too
That's
stressed.
Totally valid.
I was too stressed to fully fall asleep.
But you did for like 2 minutes. Oh yeah, you were gonna pass out. Why were you gonna pass out?
When?
You almost fainted.
When?
The one we took that nap. Or maybe
I think it was so hot.
Yeah.
But I was like screaming to my mom like, my poop is red. And she was trying to... Gosh! Alan David Corey has been subscribed for 40 months? 40? 40 months! Oh my god, I really need to get out the board. Oh, Melissa.
Yeah.
You need to tell me to get the board out.
Go get the board out.
Okay. Yeah, the EDS is why I'm very vascular.
Oh really? That's why?
Yeah. If you notice, my sister, she has the same issue. Have you seen my sister's face?
Yeah.
How it's all veiny?
Yeah.
Did you notice that about her? Yeah.
The board is something that she writes your names on when you give her money.
I don't wanna wait for my I have a random ass toilet paper roll just floating around.
What do you mean floating around? Like in the air?
I just found it.
Is floating around in the air? Like Harry Potter? Okay, I'll make things uncomfortable for you so you don't fall asleep.
Well, I'm gonna see you sleeping and I'm gonna get so jealous. There's only one thing I get jealous of, and that's sleep.
Really?
No. But a little, like, if someone else is sleeping, I get secondhand sleepiness.
I got that.
'Cause you know that, baby,
I'm your biggest fan. You should try to learn my ukulele.
Yeah, but I have nails.
Oh, yeah, that sucks.
Okay, guys. Here comes the board. I'm so close to just...
You have beautiful voice. You have singing. Have you that singing?
Oh, sorry, are you trying to read?
I can't read it anyway. You're gonna have to donate if you want me to hear
I should have
something.
stayed in the shower longer. Now I feel dirty again, Carmax. Like ha ha ha.
Shut up, Alan David Corey. Even though you just subscribed for 40 months.
I want to see Alejandro.
No, you don't! Stop it! No more!
I just want to have a normal conversation that isn't about no.
You're not getting a normal conversation from that guy. Fid.
ChatGPT says I need a day to emotionally regulate myself, but I told him I don't know how.
ChatGPT is for...
Is what?
One sec. don't understand, like, hiccups are so fucking painful to me. They hurt my collarbone really bad.
That's so horrible.
Okay.
Does something usually cause you to get hiccups?
I don't know. Some days I just have it all day. Alan and Corey, thank you so much for subscribing for 40 months. 40.
How many years is that?
He's been here since the very beginning. I don't know how many years that is. Are you dreaming about Alan?
Alejandro?
Yes.
No. I'm just sad about it.
You are? That's why I'm telling you, don't get involved, don't call him back.
Yeah. I know, even if I did call him back and got with him again, he would just do it again.
I've considered strapping Melissa down and electrocuting her brain over and over until
I need lobotomy.
Yes, I've considered performing a lobotomy on Melissa to get her to be an avoidant attachment.
I wish so badly. How do I start being avoidant? Should I ask ChatGPT? It's not a healthy thing I should learn though. I should just learn how to be secure, not avoidant. But avoidant sounds so nice.
Live stream it, you'd be on TMZ again and Ferrero would comment something stupid. I hope that's what she does. I hope she does do that.
Oh my god, I'm 28.
Sometimes I feel like Mel is 21 and Carm is 27. Sometimes you gotta attach yourself. I can't breathe, guys. Guys, the like stuffiness that's happening is like hurting my ears a lot. My eardrum is a lot better, guys. It's a lot better. A little bit sore still, but it's much better. It's not like in pain any longer. I don't think it's an ear infection. It's just that like I'm sick and I'm so congested that it's causing my eardrums to be that way. I didn't poke it with a Q-tip. It was something much stupider. Did you get your ear checked? No, I didn't. Now that I'm thinking about the pain, I'm starting to realize it is still a little bit hurting. Karma's gonna be a wonderful old lady. Stop. I don't want to think about that. I want to wake up. Wake up, Carmela. Wake up. Now, what's the hardest drug you've tried? I've never tried a single drug before in my life. I would tell you if I did, but I didn't. No gooning. I know I need matcha so bad. You don't understand. Coffee doesn't even give me the same effect as matcha. Yeah, except for secondhand smoke. When I was 14, I had this friend, and I don't know if these correlated, but the reason I don't smoke is because I would get schizophrenia. And I had this friend that I was always going in his car. Well, he was more of like an uncle. So I was always going in his car, and he was always smoking weed and stuff. And I was constantly smelling it, and I really liked the smell of it, so I would inhale it even more. But I didn't know you could get like any type of, contact high. I didn't know that was a thing. And then after that, I started hallucinating things really bad. Like, I just started getting really bad paranoia. I thought there was like something in my house. And I don't know if that correlates, if that was just me normally, or if that has something to do with weed. Yeah, black light. At the club the other day, everyone was smoking weed, and I did feel quite relaxed. I did feel quite slowed down, a little bit delayed, but I don't know if that was being high or I just got sleepy. It's not like I wanted to fall asleep, but I just did feel a little bit like chill. I just felt chill. But I don't know what being high feels like because I've never been high before. Cause you know that baby, I'm a bitch. She really is asleep. Oh my god. I thought that if you were at all awake, you would start singing it. Carm, twerk if you want to wake up. No, stop it. It's what's Mavis? Oh god. I'm so tired, guys. Can we talk about the political and economic side of the world? I got really existential and sad last night. Like, seriously sad. Because I was with these girls who, since you guys don't like me calling them whores, even though that's their job title, I was with these ladies of the night, and I was just getting like really sad being around. Like, at first, like, I knew what they were. Like, no one said anything to me what they were at first, but obviously I knew immediately, like, look at them. And so, like, I was hanging out with them, and then I went to this after party with them, and at first I was just like, it was like, I didn't fully, it took me a minute to, like, understand some things, but, like, as I, like, got to, like, talking to these girls more and more, I just started, like, getting really sad because she was eating food, like, she really wanted chicken, so they got her chicken, and she was eating food, and first of all, my stupid Apple Card. First of all, don't judge people by their appearance, Carm. I always judge people by their appearance, and not in the way that everyone thinks to judge someone by their appearance. It's just like there's certain things that, like, you do or wear that's, like, indicative of something, and it doesn't mean, like, oh, if you have tattoos, you're scary and mean. It's not like that. That's not what I mean by, like, I judge people by how they look, but, like, I can look at certain qualities of a person, or certain things that they wear, or certain ways that they do their makeup, or their hair, or, you know, their shoes, or their toenails, and, like, it's very specific things, but, like, you can just tell, like, a lot about someone by how they look. But yeah, so she's eating this food, and I'm just like, this is very different from women of the night in America, because in America, not always, but often girls do it for, like, fast money, to get money fast, or just to live a better lifestyle, things like that. But this girl that I'm eating food with, she's literally doing it to eat. Like, that's the whole reason why she's doing this job, is literally so she can just eat and not sleep on the sidewalk. And that made me so sad. And it's like, and I was like watching her eat, and also she looked like a little kid. She looked like a little kid. Like she was 20. I'm 21 and I feel like a kid. Like she's just a baby. And not only is she like young, but she looks like a little kid. Like she has like super small teeth. Like her teeth are really small, like a little kid. And she has this really tiny nose, like a kid, like with round nostrils. And she just like had this all about, it's like her face never developed past like 12 or 7 maybe. And I just felt like so sad. Joseph, how is Joseph, thank you so much for subscribing. How have you been subscribed for 38 months and Alan David Corey has been subscribed for 40? Oh my gosh. And like, I don't think I'm a type of person, guys, who I can't be nonchalant. I am very like emotional about things, and if I'm around someone, like I'll have like nightmares about like whatever energy I picked up from them. Like if I'm around someone, like even if, like I can't be nonchalant, I can't be around like bad things. What is it called? Not like bad things, but like things that are just like dark things, like prostitution. I can't be around that sort of thing without getting really sad. Gong Flex! Thank you so much for subscribing. The first 2 months were gifted. Okay, that makes so much sense. So it's like I just don't feel like I can even be around like any dark things and be nonchalant about it. Like I'll start feeling the energy and I'll get really sad. And like I was just like saying, like I didn't know that girl was 20. I thought she was older. And then I looked at her more and I was like, wait, she really does look really young. Like not that 20 is like so young, but like I just feel like I feel like a kid. Like if I'm with people, like I don't fully feel like an adult. Like it's really difficult sometimes for me to feel like grown up and feel like an adult. I felt that way when I was growing up, like I was an adult, but now that I'm actually an adult, I don't feel like one anymore. And I don't know, it just like made me really sad. And they were with their tricks, and their tricks were just like, you know, being gross. And it's just like, it was so like hard for me to watch. Like it was so hard for me to see. And like I went home and I like had an existential crisis for like an hour, and I like was eating food, just like staring off into the distance, like thinking about it and how bad I felt for them. And like that's their life. Like all I could think of was like how trapped they must feel. And like I don't know, like they just must feel so trapped and violated. And I think the reason I was surprised that she was 20 was because clearly she had been doing this job for a while. Like, it was very clear that this was like something she has been doing for a hot minute. Thank you so much, Gongo Flex and Joseph Soares, for subscribing. Like, I could tell that they had been doing that for like years. And so I know I have a very loyal fan base. I have 2 people who just subscribed to me who've been subscribed for almost 40 months each. But yeah, I don't know, it just made me sad. And then I was like looking at their tricks, and I was like, oh, like imagine like you had to kiss this guy for a meal to eat food. Like I was just like so grossed out. And then the guys, I almost started, I didn't feel bad for them because I can't bring myself to actually feel bad for someone like that, but I was thinking, like, this is biting them in the ass too, because I could tell from the moment I got there, like, that they were a little bit not off put, but like, I don't want to say jealous or envious, but I could tell that, I don't know the word I'm looking for, but basically, like, they're with these girls who they're paying. Not only are they paying these girls to hang out with them and pretend to be their girlfriends, but they're also getting nothing is real about it. Like, the girls were smoking like, they just kept taking, like, hits and hits and hits and hits and hits and drinking as much as they possibly could just so that they would be numb enough and completely out of it enough just so that they could handle these guys and do their job. Like, they just kept, like, they were so out of it, the girls were just like, they couldn't even see straight. It was like they weren't even conscious. Like, they were standing up, but they were not conscious. And, oh my god, Alex Too Smith, what the fuck? Thank you so much for the 10 gifted subs. Thank you so much for the 10 gifted subs, Alex Too Smith. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much. And I know this is a really dark topic, but it's just been on my mind a lot since last night. And it made me really sad. Alex Too Smith, thank you for the gifted subs. Thank you, Alex Too Smith, for the 10 gifted subs. You are amazing. Does she have a substance abuse issue? Me? So these girls are are getting so high out of their minds just so that they could be around these guys. And the guys, I was just watching them, and no one even told me, like, what these girls were doing. They're like, they were just like, oh yeah, these are their girlfriends. I know bitch, don't try this with me. I'm too good at reading people. Do not call them, do not try that with me. I know exactly what you are. Ooh, I know what you are. I know what you are. So, I could tell, like, they really just were trying to, like, kiss the girls and, like, make it real, like, aggressively. And it was just, like, I could tell they were looking at me like a sober, like, lively girl with their friends. And I was, like, actually interested in their friend and looking at him like I was attracted to him and like I was into him, and that I wasn't, like, trying to disassociate every time he touched me. And, like, I could tell I don't want to say that they're jealous or envious, but I was like, I know there's just, like, I can't imagine they're not sad about that. Like, I can't imagine that they're, like, feel good about this. And then at the end, like, they said that, like, they did want more affection from the girls, and, like, that they get really mad if they feel like the girls are acting like it's not real, or, like, they're not that into it. And it's like, you can't, like, there's a lot of things that you can buy, but you cannot buy someone's, like, genuine affection or love. And it's really sad. And I was just thinking, like, years and years of getting ladies of the night, years of getting these girls is literally going to give these guys brain damage. And these guys are, like, ruined for the rest of their life. Like, they're never going to feel real. Like, nothing will ever feel real to them again. They're going to have so many trust issues when they do get a girlfriend. They're not going to believe that the girlfriend's genuinely like them. And they're going to be really triggered every time the girl, like, pulls away a little bit or, like, seems out of it or whatever. They're just... they're never going to be able to recognize genuine love again. And like, I don't feel bad for them at all. I don't feel bad for them one bit. They did this to I don't think that they're good people at all. But I'm just like, they're also hurting themselves too. Not that I feel bad. And I guess I could like, I don't know. But then it just made me really, really sad for the rest of the night, because I was just like really putting myself in the girl's shoes. Like, imagine like you have to do this to eat. And I just got really, really, really sad. And then I was thinking about it all night. And then I was annoyed by like the tricks too. Like, they were really, because they're American, and they were just acting so. A lot of Americans I've noticed who aren't like rich. They're like rich, but they're not rich. Like, they're not actually like real rich. I don't know. And they come here to like feel that way and feel like they mean something. Cause like here, Americans, like with any type of nice job or like remote job or anything where they can travel or whatever, that's a really cool thing. And like, you do get treated like royalty here with any amount of money. And like, American dollars are just really like mean so much here. So it gets to people's head, like I really think it gets to their heads that like they're just so rich and they can buy people and they can pay for people and they can like get whatever they want because they have some American dollars. And like if you get egotistical, like, I think it's okay to be egotistical as long as you keep it to yourself. But once you start treating everyone else in an egotistical way, they were just talking down to people. Like, they were just talking down to my Colombian friend, and they were just like, they were being so rude. And I think a few times they even forgot that I was American too, and then they would say something, but then they would like remember that. Like, I know, bitch, don't fucking talk to me like that. Like, I get really, like, defensive when people talk to me certain ways, especially guys, because I think it's very easy for boys to be disrespectful to, like, a girl like me, because I grew up with brothers, and so, like, a lot of things, like, are banter to me. So they think, like, they can banter. But then sometimes, like, if you let someone banter enough with you, some people don't like know when to stop, and they'll start getting a little bit. It will start crossing a line of like disrespect, I guess. So because like if you make a joke about my looks, and like if it's like obviously a joke and it's just banter and I laugh, some people like don't know when to stop with that, and they'll start getting disrespectful, or they'll start like saying like actually just straight up really rude things to me. And like I get really like, what did you just say? I'll get so mad. But yeah, like these guys just get like, they come here and they get so used to treating people so beneath them. They get so used to treating women beneath them. Bitch, I will fucking bite your dick off if you talk to me like that. Who the fuck do you think? Like, oh my gosh. People, like, American guys here have been so rude to me. Like, saying the most rude things. It's so crazy. Like, they would never say that to me if we were in America. in Eastern Europe, we used to have this issue. They're called sexpats. You mean they what? That's a funny name. So yeah, I understand Black Light District. Thanks for explaining. I do think that's a creative word for it. They wear checkered shorts and white backwards hats. But yeah, like, just a lot of guys here, and I'm talking about Americans and Canadians who come here, just really get very, very used to treating women like shit, and then they'll start talking to me that way. I feel like, okay, remember yesterday when I was telling you guys, I feel like the universe, like, okay, I feel like the universe, I'm always, like, the universe, like, trains me in certain ways, like, things that, like, other people could get away with, or, like, other people can just, like, go their whole life without having to deal with. Like, I feel like the universe will, like, force me to deal with certain situations, and, like, it's such a pattern, and it's hard to explain, but, like, one of the things is I always feel like I have to be the person, like, I always have to, like, I'm always put in positions where I'm, like, forced to be the person that, I don't want to, like, for lack of better terms, like, put someone in their place. Like, a lot of times I'll encounter somebody where their whole life people just let them be an asshole and let them be a dick to everyone and trample over everyone and treat everyone horribly. But for whatever reason, I'm always put in a position where, like, I'm forced to be the only person that's, like, that, like, stands up. I'm lacking words right now. Stands up to them, or, like, tell them what they are. Like, for example, there's this one person that I was dealing with a few years ago. It was the father of my ex. And this man, his entire life, I could tell not a single soul told him anything. Nothing. Like, it seemed like his entire life, he was just a demon. And everyone just acted like he was normal. And just let everything slide. Like, his family, like, everyone enabled him. And I was put in, like, this position where I was forced to be the only person to be, like, to lay it out like the person that he is and tell him what is. And he was shocked. Like, he had never heard these things before. He's like, no one has ever told you these things before. No one has ever pointed these out to you. And he really did, like, straighten up. It was so weird. Like, I felt like he straightened up in a lot of ways after I had this argument with him. But, like, I never wanted to have that argument. Like, it was literally, like, I felt like I was given no choice. Like, he couldn't believe it. He couldn't believe that someone was saying the most obvious things that everyone was thinking about him. Like, for example, we tell him not to drink. We tell him, like, he's an alcoholic. If you come to this house with your son, you're not allowed to drink because it goes too far always. He drank, it goes too far, he da-da-da-da. He locks himself outside, falls asleep outside. And I'm like, leave him outside. And they're like, no, we need to bring him inside and lay him down on the couch and give him a blanket and a bottle. I'm like, leave him outside and lock the door. That is the only way he's going to learn. If you are always babying him when he's drunk, he never knows. Like, he's never going to be sober again and feel like, oh, I feel so guilty for, like, ending up outside on the concrete floor all night and covered in mosquito bites. I feel like you need to let people, like, feel a little bit ashamed of themselves sometimes. Even me, like, for me, even when I fuck up, like, I have to let myself be ashamed of myself. Otherwise, I'm just going to continue it again. Like, for example, I, like, missed a meeting last week, and it was completely my fault, and I felt so embarrassed, and I was like, no, I'm gonna choose not to feel embarrassed, and I was like, no, actually I need to feel like ashamed about this so that I don't do it again, and I just let myself feel ashamed for a few hours, and it helped, and now like I feel like I'm not gonna do it again, but like I was just like, whenever this man gets drunk, he can beat people, he can scream at people, he can start fights, he can say rude things, he can say like hurtful things, and everyone, it's like the Truman Show of like, everyone pretends it's completely normal. Why is everyone in this man's life pretending like this is a perfectly normal situation? And when he gets drunk, no matter what he does, they baby him, they lay him in bed, they put a blanket on him, they give him some whatever. And this time, like, I saw him get really drunk and he passes out outside, and I was just begging them. I was like, please, like, leave him outside, don't bring him back inside. He needs to, like, and they're like, well, mosquitoes are gonna bite him. Mosquitoes, he needs to wake up with mosquitoes biting him. Like, he has an addiction, and he needs to, like, you guys are just enabling him. And it's not just like, if someone has an addiction, like, whatever, but he has an addiction of, like, he gets fucked up and then he's horrible to everybody, and he beats people, and he's horrible. And so, like, I witnessed, like, the whole family, like, coddle him, and when he would say something horrible, he would say something horrible. Like, fucked up. He would say the most, like, fucked up. He would go for the throat. Like, if you were, like, anything, like, that you had been through in your life, he'll use it against you. And he'll, like, say something really fucked up to you. And then, like, the family would just be like this. And you know what he said to me when we first met? When I was first introduced to the family. Like, I was first introduced to the father's side of the family, and I met the dad. And the dad was like, he already didn't like me, and it's a whole story for another time why he already didn't like me, which I didn't even realize, but apparently, like, the family was already gossiping to him about me. So, like, he was already off on a bad foot. But whether or not I think that, like, he had heard, like, stuff about me, I think that he would have still been rude, because I witnessed him being rude to just anybody. I would hate him so much. I hated this guy. But he met me, and I can't remember what it was like. I just remember him being really rude to me, like, just weird, rude things. And then I met him in a different circumstance where it was, like, his own house, and he got really bad. Like, he started, like, first meeting me, like, moments after meeting me, I was so, like, normal. Normally, people's parents really like me. And, like, my friends' parents usually like me, or my, anything, like, like, I'm usually likable to adults because I'm a people pleaser. But he immediately was calling me, like, a ghetto white bitch. He called me a white N-word, hard R. He kept calling me, like, a white N-word, hard R. Like, that was, like, his favorite thing to call me. And then also just a white ghetto bitch. And he kept calling me, like, white trash, this and that, saying, like, my family was poor, like, my family used to be, like, just about my family being poor, and, like, us being homeless. And he also grew up poor. I don't know what this, I think he just wanted to feel like he was better than me because now he has money. I don't know what this guy, he was just, and he had no problem calling people names and calling people whatever he wanted, because nobody ever said a thing about it. And I think that, in my opinion, this might sound harsh to the family who enabled him, but I think they really enjoyed the dynamic that there was this crazy... Did you just wake up?
Oh, sorry. No. Kind of. I mean, I have to sleep.
Oh.
I'm just sleeping.
Oh no.
I'm switch sides. Oh.
poor now. Hopefully him, because he hasn't paid taxes in years. And he's been making $100,000 a year and hasn't paid taxes, so hopefully he's poor from being in jail. But if my dad was abusive drunk, I would have tied him down in his sleep and waterboarded him until he woke up. But yeah, so people of real status are antagonistic. They demonstrate apathy. That's like, yeah, people who are truly confident in any area of life are quiet. Confidence is quiet. Someone who's loud is never confident. Someone who's really confident doesn't need to antagonize people. Someone who feels good about their life doesn't focus that much, like, about these details. I don't know. So anyways, like, I think his family enjoyed being victims to him. And that sounds really fucked up, but it's true. Like, they would always be like, when I first met their family, when I first met his ex-wife, anyone in his family, they would always be like, he's so horrible, he does this, he does that, like, it's just the worst thing ever. And then I see them interact with each other, and it's like they worship him, and they want him to do something bad to them. They would manufacture situations where he would, like, which would, like, make it even, like, trigger him even more, just so that they could come to me and be like, did you see what he said to me earlier? And I'm like, when he said that to you, like, I'm trying to think of an example, but when he would say shit to them, they would be like, they would, like, it was like they loved it in the moment, and they would encourage it. They wouldn't even so much as, like, get quiet and be like, they were definitely not hurt. They, like, smirked about it. Like, they loved it every time he insulted them, because then they could come to me and be like, can you believe what he said to me? Like, and I'm like, you weren't crying, and you didn't say anything to him in the moment. And before you say anything, it's not like they have any type of power dynamic. It's like he would go over to other people's houses and be like a demon, a demonic entity, and he would go over and all they have to do is be like, get out of my house. Or it's not like he's giving anyone money. There's no power dynamics. If anything, they had all the power to kick him out, say anything they wanted to him. It's not like he would even, like, get violent with them because there's other men around. Like, no, I really think that they liked being, like, victims to him. And I think that they liked being able to, like, get empathy, because before I met the father, I would hear all of these horror stories about him and how horrible of a person he was, which they were true stories. Actually, half of them were true. That's a whole other thing. I'd hear all these stories, and I was, like, always validating them, like, that's so horrible, you went through that, I'm so sorry, you're so strong. And that's what they wanted from me. That's what they wanted to hear. But when I meet them and they actually interact and he does something bad, they completely enable it. And it's almost like they do everything in their power for him to, like, continue doing whatever he's doing shitty. And the part where I said some of the stuff that they said about him was not true, this was a weird thing about it. Like, this is why the rest of the family was just also something, like, weird about them, because they said, like, the ex-wife, Peaches, yes, this is who she married, shocker. Peaches would tell me all these things about him, like, he never paid child support, and he was dishonorably discharged from the military. Good night, mister's here. Holy shit, hi. I hope you're doing well. How are you? Hi. So, that he was dishonorably discharged and that he never paid child support. And I was like, that's horrible. He never paid child support. Then one day, like, I bring it up to him because I was like, I think I'm the only person who's ever going to be honest with this guy. So I just told him, like, everything about himself that he needed to hear because nobody else was telling him. And one of the things was like, I was like, you say that you did all of this for your family, but you didn't. Like, you didn't even pay child support even when you could. And he's like, I did pay child support. I was like, no, you didn't. Stop lying. And it was this whole back and forth, and I was defending Peaches so much, Peaches and her son so much. And I was like, I would not believe him that he didn't pay child support. And I mentioned that he was dishonorably discharged. And he's like, I was not dishonorably discharged. Why do you think that I have Navy Federal? Why do you think I still get veteran discounts? Like, why do you think I still have benefits from the military? I was honorably discharged. And I was like, wait, that's a good point. How do you still have Navy Federal and veteran benefits if you were dishonorably discharged? So I go back and I talk to Peaches and her son about this. They're like, oh yeah, he did pay child support. I was like, after a year of you telling me he never paid child support and you made me hate this guy so much. I mean, there's a lot of things to hate about him, but like, why lie? If there's so many true things that were bad about him, why lie about these weird things about him? Like, I would still think if you really wanted me to be turned against him, I would be turned against him regardless. He actually did a lot of bad things that were true. You didn't even need to lie to me and make me look completely stupid. So apparently he did pay child support and more. He paid more than he ever had to pay and for longer than he ever had to pay. After the age that he never had to pay child support. And like after the age, the deadline of like, once your child turns 22, you don't have to pay child support. He was still paying child support even after his child turned a certain age. He paid child support the entire time. And I was like, I defended you guys. I was arguing on your behalf an argument that you guys would never stand up to this guy. And I stood up for him for you. And I looked completely stupid. Trying to like stand up for you guys. Because when I was arguing with him, like when I eventually like just told him like how it was. And told him like, laid everything out for him. It wasn't just like to stand up for myself, it was to stand up for like everybody that he was hurting. And I brought up the child support like to defend them. And then when I brought it, I was like, he said that he did pay child support and he said this, that, and this, which sounded a little believable, but I don't know like what happened. He did pay child support. And they were like, oh yeah, like he did pay child support. Like, why did you tell, like, why, like, for years, you, like, not years, but, like, at least a year leading up to this, you guys were, like, making me feel so bad for you guys that he just didn't help financially. And the veteran thing, I was like, why did you say he was dishonorably discharged? Because I don't think that you can be dishonorably discharged and still have veterans benefits and get Navy Federal and all of that. And they were like, oh, well, I don't know. I never got like a clear answer on why they lied to me about that, but, or like why they even said that to begin with. But it was just such like, I just felt so betrayed and like, oh my god. But this guy, like, there were things that he was a horrible person. I don't know why they felt like they had to lie to me about him to get me to like him even less. Could be other than honorable? What does that mean? Let's hope you're vaccinated against people like that, where you can smell their personalities from a mile away. Now, I think I think this was like probably a great situation for me to have gone through. Once I fully heal from all of it, this is gonna be like a very good experience for me. I'm gonna be like very happy that I went through all of this, because now I really can smell people's intentions and like see people easily, like the type of people that they are. What if Peaches wanted to make you look bad? I think that's possible. highly possible. Oh God, Peaches. It's not as bad as dishonorable. It's like mid-tier. Sorry, working per usual. You're fine. Don't worry. Good night, Mister. Oh, thank you. Maybe it was something like that. Maybe it was something like he got other than honorable. That's highly possible because he apparently like did do some crappy stuff in the military, but I don't know. Can you still eat actual peaches after all of this? Well, her name is not actually Peaches. I kind of forgot why. Does anyone remember why I even called her Peaches to begin with? We can always look it up. Like look up his status. We should have called her Lemons. So she's so cute when she sleeps. Oh my gosh, she's so peaceful. I think I called her Peaches. That Star Wars girl, you know what, good night, Mister? I think that could have even been a factor. I think the day that I found out that Star Wars girl was calling her anonymous person in her life Peaches, I probably copied her. But then again, I always thought that Peaches, the one I'm talking about, looked like a peach with 2 sticks coming out of it as her legs. And before you say anything about me body shaming Peaches for her unusual frog-like build, all she did day in and day out was she was fixated on my body. She was like obsessed with like my body, and like she made me so insecure about everything she possibly could. And also, even if someone didn't say anything about my body, I body shame. I do body shame. That is something that I do many times a day. If I don't like someone, I think it's good to body shame. If I love someone, they could be built to withstand a car accident. That is my beautiful, amazing, perfect friend. If someone's on my like good side, like I love them, that's my friend, and I'm loyal to them, that they could be built to us. They could look like a pug. They could look like anything. That is my beautiful, gorgeous, perfect friend. But if I don't like someone, then I don't think it's really bad to like body shame someone. I don't know why one thing I don't understand is when someone's like, oh, you're arguing with someone, you went too far when you insulted them this way. I think the only times you go too far is if you insult like an innocent people in the situation. Like, yeah, that's why your daughter was born with 1 leg. Whoa, okay, that's too far. Like once you start catching strays in your insults to people who had nothing to do with this, then you've gone too far. But like if you're really like in the opposition with someone and you really don't like them and everything's like out in the open and you're fighting with someone, like truly, and I don't mean like a regular like dainty argument, like you're kind of on good terms with someone, but like you're arguing with someone or you disagree with someone, that's different. I mean, if you really are an op of someone, if someone is truly your op, I think that everything is out on the table to bully about. And if you're like, well, Carmela, like, would you be able to withstand it if someone were to start bullying you about your looks? Yes, of course. I'm the literally like most adorable person if you were to bully me about my looks. There's nothing, I'm so adorable, maybe because there's nothing that I haven't heard about myself. There's nothing that someone hasn't already said. And usually like if someone like says something about me, I feel like it's kind of my humor too to like think it's funny. If someone's like, oh, you look like this, you look like Michael Jackson, you have a big forehead. I kind of like think it's funny if anything, because it's not kind of, in fact, that is my humor. Like I think it's funny if anything. So good friends don't let friends hurt themselves. That's a friend's job to hurt them. If you don't bully, hold on guys, I have to crack my back. If you don't bully me, stay on top of my game, I'll be very disappointed. Body shaming was invented to prevent discrimination against people with health issues. But when someone is uneducated about proper nutrition and gluten and is at risk of their own cardiovascular... Well, okay, if someone has a disability and you're beefing with them, here's where I don't go. If someone has an issue that like other people have, this is complicated, but like if someone has like a disability, I'm not gonna like go for that. I'm not gonna be like, well, you're disabled, take that. No, that's actually horrible. It has to be worse. I'm joking. No, but like I don't think that like if you are opping with someone and they have like an actual like thing, like a disability, because I'm thinking like everything's out on the table, but maybe not everything's out on the table. Like you can't just attack someone's race. You can't just attack someone's disability. But then it's like, well, Carmela, you attack if someone's fat or bald. Yeah. Carmela, you call people fat and bald all the time. That's fat phobic. Yeah. I don't think being fat phobic is as bad as being racist. I'm thinking. Sometimes you just gotta feel out the situation, get a feel for what really will hurt somebody. Maybe it's a good idea. Good insults may attack their choices, not their uncomfortable features. I think if I attack someone's features, it's to make my own self laugh and for my self-entertainment. But yes, it is better to attack someone's choices. Dare I say, if I think about the times when people have hurt me the most, it's when we're arguing and they start attacking my failures in life. Dare I say that's the most painful. But usually if I'm arguing with someone, my point isn't to like make them hurt the most. My point is maybe to entertain myself the most. So that may be why I like to insult them. But I don't really insult people if I'm, you know what, I actually never do that. I only do that on stream with Ferrero Rocher. And oh my god, who is that lol cow that allegedly talked about me? Ferrero Rocher and the lol cow. But yeah, I only do that on stream. I only attack people's appearances on stream for my entertainment. Well, hi Purple Joker. Apparently there's this lol cow who called me. Allegedly, I've never seen this for myself. I just watched Simcast where you drove people off for the first time. What a nice few hours spent. Well, that's not even my fault because I said don't put me on with political people and they did. And then the political people got mad that I was the joker. Like I was joking and making jokes while they were trying to do serious stuff. It was just a casting. And also have some... And also they're like, oh, Carmela's like ruining my career by being like, talking about gross jokes. You're ruining my career by being political, so... God, these lashes are bothering me. Wow, damage. This is a very few amount of hair touches. I was laughing my ass off when you were bothering them. I never even really watched that Simcast back because I was actually like embarrassed about it. But at the same time, I'm like I'm always embarrassed about how I am on podcasts. But it's Simcast, not the best place to start a political career. That's what I'm saying. What you're talking about, I'm gonna ruin your career when you're on something called the Simcast. Do you know what simp means? It means that it's a bunch of girls going on camera and getting simps to simp over them. What the fuck is wrong with you? Are you stupid? Where is your brain? Where is your brain? You went on Simcast. It says, think deeply about this word. Simpcast. You're on a cast to be simped after. That's the point. Simplecast. It's Simplecast when those bitches are on who can't take jokes and thinks everything in life is the most serious thing ever. Did they not go back and look at any of the other podcasts where they had porn stars on? There's literally OnlyFans girls on this. Wasn't Zia there? I love not anything against OnlyFans girls, but I'm the straw that broke the camel's back talking about gross jokes. I'm the straw that broke the camel's back of your career when you're on a show with porn stars. Well, fine, because I also am getting my career. I might be canceled for that one day too, so fine. We're both canceled then. Who's the snowflake now? Everyone says to Carmilla, oh, Carmilla's such a snowflake liberal now because she doesn't go on Simcast anymore. Oh, who's the snowflake now? I'm joking. Why were you on a podcast which featured porn stars at such a young age? Well, I don't know. I had a fantastic manager. Why don't you think about the Mary? What is that? She wasn't incorruptible. They gushed to her face she should be. And it would be freaking cancel. She will easily have you back with no issue, and it would be freaking hilarious. Once they tried to put, and I really regret not being honest, but because now I'm not a people pleaser. I'm trying not to be a people pleaser anymore, but at this time they once had me on a show with someone named Gavin something like Gavin Inius. Well, his name was Gavin, and I was like, I'm gonna start looking up the people before I go on the show, because it was basically like a podcast, and they would have a bunch of people call in, and I start copying and pasting all the names into Google, and when I copied Gavin's name and put it into Google, it was it was so bad what was popping up at first glance. A lot of times it's not ever good for my looks, my PR, but a lot of times I really try to get to know somebody outside of the internet. If the internet is saying all this stuff about them, I'll be okay, I'm not gonna just not be friends with this person just because I want to get to know their character. Sometimes the internet is right, and sometimes the internet is so wrong about a person. So I'm not gonna judge someone's character and not be around them just because the internet is saying stuff about them. But this guy, it was something about, I don't know if I could say it on stream, but it starts with proud and it ends with boys. And I was like, why would they have me on with this person? Me at the time, I just got scared, and I was like, I went and texted him, I was like, my internet isn't working today, I can't go on. But me now, I probably would have blown a fuse. I would have been so like, I would have gotten so mad. Like, I would have been way more honest, and I'm really mad at myself for not, at the very least, being like, I don't want to come on today. Like, instead I made up an excuse. But, oh God, and I think if you like look me up, for one period, if you look me up on Google, there's like a period of time where my name would come up next to his name, just because they never took my name off of the title of the podcast, because I canceled so last minute. Yeah. But I don't know much about him. I just looked him up once, and it was just like, I saw a few like things. I don't know his name, guys. It's like Gavin something, I feel like, with an I. But then I think that it was like after that where I was like, could you guys like not put me on with any political people? Like, and they're like, by political people, what do you mean? I'm like, you know, like this person. I'm sorry, I just I don't know why I was like so spineless back then. And I still like am working on it. Like, I'm spineless a little bit now, but not that spineless. I think me turning less spineless, like Melissa helped me to be less spineless. And hi, good morning. Good morning. She looks like eternally peaceful right now. She looks so peaceful. What if we waterboarded her while she was asleep? That would be good content. Carmilla, it's understandable. Your dad was at Jan 6th. Oh my god. I need to explain that part. What's respectful is that you grew out of that and now hold no better views. Well, okay, let me talk about the January 6th thing. Where I was during January 6th, I was running away from home. So I had no idea what January 6th was for about a year. Like, all the controversy that happened with January 6th, everything about that, I didn't learn about it until later. The small bits of information that I was getting was like from my friends, or not friends, or just like people that I don't even remember who was like giving me this information, but from what I was hearing, it was like people were like standing up to the government. I heard that, and I didn't look it up. There's a whole story of like what I was doing where I could not focus on any world events, and I literally thought it was just like a protest, and then there was like some people standing up to the government or something. I don't know. And it wasn't until a year later, like, I was like, was it really that bad? And I started like researching it, and it kind of didn't hit me because my mom ended up telling me that there was this huge fight between her and my cousin about like January 6th, and I was like, was it that controversial? That like my family like divided through it? So I look it up, and I was like, oh. Okay, so now I see why it was like bad. And I thought my dad went there, and he didn't. He actually went to a different protest at a completely different time. He was not there. There was a different protest going on at the Capitol area, because they have anytime you go to DC, there's protests all around. But he went to a protest like near there. And I thought that he went to January 6th, and when she brought up January 6th on the podcast, and I was like, oh yeah, my dad went there. He did not go there. Oh my gosh. Okay, so here's what I was doing during that time. This is a whole story. It's a really long story, and I feel like I want to like summarize a lot of it right now before I tell you guys the whole story. maybe even make it like a YouTube video. But during this time in October, no, back up to October before January, I met this guy online, and within 2 weeks of knowing him, he was like, can you come see me in real life? And I was like, and he was like, what do you mean, like, okay, so it's kind of, I'm summarizing it, but it was like, he was basically saying, like, I was, like, kind of manipulating him into, like, thinking I liked him and stuff, like, I thought you liked me, like, you're saying all these things, like, you like me this much, but, like, you're not gonna come see me, and I was like, I just don't know, like, I was not allowed to be talking to anyone online. I was 16. I wasn't allowed to be talking to anyone online, first of all, so I don't know how I would explain this to my parents who I was meeting. I wasn't even allowed to have friends to begin with. Wasn't allowed to go meet people at all. But I had very, very strict parents. So he was just like really wanting me to come see him. Literally, we had been talking for 2 weeks. Probably, like, maybe 3 at most. I don't know. I feel like he brought this up very soon, and he really wanted me to come see him in real life. And I felt, like, really scared about it, but then he kept saying, like, you're leading me on if you don't come. Like, if you're not going to come see me in real life, like, what's the point in talking to you? And I got really freaked out. Like, I was so afraid he was going to leave me. Like, leave me because I didn't come see him. And I was basically, like, scared that he was gonna leave me. And I really, like, even though it was only 2 weeks of talking to him, I was really liking him, and we were talking literally every day. And then I just, like, was afraid that he was gonna leave me if I didn't come see him. So as soon as I said yes, thinking, like, okay, I can get out of this in the future. Like, if I say yes now, like, he has to go through this whole process of, like, getting a plane ticket and stuff, right? So I was like, okay, yeah, like, I guess we could do that. And I thought, in my head, I was like, maybe it's just, like, a future thing. Like, I'll just put it off into the future. Like, yeah, and I'll get out of it later. And I was, like, postponing, like, getting out of this thing I agreed to. Was he a full-grown adult? He was 20, and I was 16. He was 20. And, oh no, why did Carm kill Melissabug? This thing kills you. She's lying, guys. And I just was like, I was words cannot describe this situation, the anxiety that this situation had given me, because I was such a bad, like, when I say I was a people pleaser, guys, I wasn't like, oh, I just want people to like me. That wasn't what it was. It wasn't just, I just need people to like me. I was a people pleaser because I was so terrified for some reason, like, terrified to my core. There's nothing worse that could possibly happen than me hurting someone's feelings. Like, there's absolutely nothing worse in the whole world than hurting someone's feelings. I don't know why. I don't know where that stemmed from. It wasn't just like, oh, I just want him to like me so bad. No, I just could not. I didn't want to hurt his feelings. And every time I showed any hesitancy to go on this trip, I said I was going to summarize it, but I'm going into such explicit detail. Whatever. Listening while doing my makeup. Oh my God, Melissabug, hi. That I love doing my makeup listening to people. Okay, hopefully I'm entertaining enough. So, do you crave attention? No, I don't crave attention because... No, I actually, like, I say that, but then I'm like, I do this, and I feel like this is my attention outlet. Like, I don't need attention because I get so much of it online, and I don't know what type of person I would be if I was not getting so much attention payout all the time. So, I can't say yes or no. Like, with people in real life, I don't like that much. Like, I don't care for it. If I get attention, I'm comfortable with it because it's my job. I'm not going to be like, oh, don't look at me. But I'm also not going to be like, being funny. But, I'm also not gonna be, like, wanting attention that much. You know? I don't need it because I get it. So I don't know what type of person I would be if I didn't already get an attention payment all the time. So whatever. I can't tell you if I wanted attention or not. But during this time, it wasn't attention. Like, I wasn't doing this with him for attention. I was just so... I mean, maybe it was attention on the level of, like, I just really wanted someone to love me as well, because I was very... I love my family so much, but growing up, because I was the oldest, and I had so many younger siblings and stuff, there was just not a lot of... I wasn't given attention, and I wasn't given, like... You know, I love my parents. I would never say anything bad about them. But I didn't feel very loved at all. So I really was... If there's one thing I was desperate for, it was love. And, like, someone that cared about me. So, he, I was very, scared to go on this. Like, I was having, like, panic attacks about going and, like, how I was gonna stop this, and it just kept going and going and going to the point where, like, he ended up getting the ticket immediately. I thought it was gonna take a little while for him to actually get the ticket and it to be final, but he got the ticket instantly. And then that's when I felt really trapped, like I couldn't get out of it. Obviously, I can't tell anyone about it. Like, I can't go to anyone and be like, help me how to get out of this, because I would have gotten in trouble. And usually it's either the oldest or the youngest that ends up craving attention.
Oh shit, are you telling, like, the story?
Yeah, but I'm not going to go into too much detail of, like, the ending.
Oh shit.
I want to make this a YouTube video instead, so that it's not, like...
I heard you say that your dad was too busy to go to that, the 6th.
Yeah. I don't think he would have gone either way.
Plans.
No, he didn't. He wasn't busy. It's just he didn't go at all. I don't know why I thought that he went. It was because he went to somewhere else. Like, to a different protest, and I got it mixed up.
I feel like I'm having a fever dream.
Really? About what?
Your dad going to the Trump thing. It's because it's not like a fever dream, but you know, like how when I was in my school, it's like sleeping in a weird place in a weird situation. I'm sad that Alejandro didn't call me.
No.
Sorry, I interrupted your story.
No, it's okay. I'm because you're sad, it does worry me a little bit.
Yeah, that's okay. I'm not super sad.
Okay, that's good.
I still want to reel back in though.
I do get sad about Augustine sometimes.
I need to take my contacts out.
I agree, graphics gamer. I think it is better to stay single until you find a really like good situation with somebody.
I'll be back.
But so I was having so many panic attacks leading up to this. Mind you, like, picture me, I was not a normal kid. I was completely socially inept. I didn't go to school. I was homeschooled my entire life. I wasn't allowed to have friends. Like, any opportunity I had to make friends, my parents were very strict about who I could hang out with. And, like, it would be like, oh, you want to hang out with these people? We need to meet their parents for dinner first. And I would be so embarrassed. I would just not ever hang out with anyone. And there were all of my friends, I would have to sneak to see them. Like, I would get grounded a lot. Or, like, when I did go to college, my dad, like, had to be there with me to make sure I wasn't hanging out with anyone. But he was very not good at preventing me from hanging out with my friends, because I always did sneak off and hang out with my friends. But picture a girl who's just so socially inept, so, like, not understanding of anything in the world, and... Like, now I know that I have more experience, now that I have more experience, I know that I can just tell somebody no, like, to things like that. But at this time, it felt literally like that was not an option. So, anyways, I was just having panic attacks. and so much anxiety. Like, it took me years to recover from the amount of, like, turmoil, like, panic attacks I was having. It was the worst time of my life, guys. It was literally the worst time. I've had 2 boyfriends in my life. This was age 16. And I'm telling you guys this, like, backstory to it because it sounds really stupid. Like, if I just tell you, like, the story, like, yeah, I ran away, then you're gonna be like, wow, you're dumb. But, like, I swear to God, I did not want to, like, I don't know how to, like, explain it to somebody. Like, a lot of things that I did when I was this age, like, I don't know how to explain to people that I felt like I had no choice but to do certain things. Like, if someone wanted me to do something, I literally felt like I had no choice. And also, like, there's so many factors to it, but, like, I feel so stupid every time I tell stories like this, because then, like, the obvious answer is, like, what? You literally could have just stopped it and prevented it by simply saying, like, I don't want to do that. Oh my God.
I thought you were laughing,
No.
laughing at me.
I keep doing that, like a cough comes out of nowhere.
Oh my God, I'm so tired. I feel like I'm having withdrawal because I haven't taken Adderall for 2 days, and I feel like I just can't stop sleeping.
Really?
Yeah, it's like, oh shit, I'm like dependent. Do you want your frog egg fruit?
No, you eat it.
Okay.
I didn't realize that was a frog egg fruit.
I was hoping you'd say that.
So that's the backstory. I'm gonna tell more of the story on YouTube, but long story short, I ended up going and running away from home, and he told me this is what the story was. I tell my parents that I'm going to a friend's sleepover for a few days, and instead I actually get on a plane and fly all the way to Texas.
That's so crazy.
And my parents figured it out the moment I was taking off, and I started getting spam calls, so that the whole flight I was having, like, panic attacks for like 4-5 hours of panic attacks. And I think this gave me brain damage, Melissa. I think I got brain damage. Like, I had PTSD, and, like, I couldn't fly on planes without having panic attacks for a while. Not because the plane would crash, but I just kept remembering, like, I felt like I was doing something bad or, like, going into a bad situation.
I can't believe you did that.
I know, me neither. I ended up, like, a few spoilers I'll tell you guys for the story when I posted on YouTube one day, is the FBI ended up getting called. Every single person I ever knew in my entire life was calling me. The police were calling me, the FBI was hunting me down. I almost went to jail for a night. And, yeah, it was just, like, the most traumatic experience of my life.
Most traumatic experience of my life.
And,
I've been molested 20 times, and this was the most traumatic.
the FBI got jail because of the county that the DFW airport is in. The police officers told me that being a runaway will put you in juvie for a night until your parents come get you. If you're a runaway, it's the law in that county that you get put in juvie, in where DFW was. So, but I ended up going to a different county, and the police were like, you're so lucky you're going to a different county. You'd be spending the night in prison tonight. Jail. Yeah, I think it's a fair law too. You're also literally a teenager. You can't look back at something you wish. Oh, thank you, Luck. Thank you for understanding. Yeah, I did meet him.
I fucking love that fruit.
I did meet him.
It's called, like, a granadilla or something. Oh, wait, is this why you're a cradle robber now? Has it come full circle?
Stop it, no. Stop it, guys. This is what Mirza Ali was saying in chat. Stop, no. This is not factual. Because he knew I was 16 every moment of the hour.
Oh, you didn't know the first 1 hour.
Yeah, I didn't know
That's
the
the
first hour. By the time I was already making out with this guy, and falling in love with him. I didn't know that he was 18.
I swear, Chris. I swear, I didn't know.
I swear, Chris Hansen, you have to believe me. You have to believe me, Chris Hansen.
Let me show you guys this delicious fruit.
Maybe I'll have one.
It's like frog. Oh, okay. It's like frog eggs.
I thought you could just grab it. Never mind, you eat it.
Watch
Never
this,
mind,
guys.
you eat it. I'm gonna eat a cookie while you eat that. What?
That looks so gross.
Guys, I need to show you the funniest picture. I was doing my routinely stalking of Augustine. I need to show you the funniest picture of him that I found on his Instagram. I don't know why I didn't see it before.
I'm sorry,
honestly
Camilla.
horrifying.
You might get reported for that.
Wait, what?
We're eating that.
What do you do? And you do it again. Bitch, shut the fuck down! Sit down, bitch! The other day you were like, I need privacy to eat this graham cracker with cream cheese on it. But you eat it, you do that? This is despicable. Despicable.
I love this fruit. This is my third one today. I need to go buy 10 more.
A seed flew out of her mouth, bounced off my knee, and then fell to the floor.
Oh no, I'm so sorry. I thought for sure that I was gonna say, wow, that's so lucky nothing came out.
That made it way funnier.
Do you think Alejandro messaged me? I just got that little text message.
What if it's Lewis? What if it's your parents?
I would cry out of happiness. It's Kaylee. Which I'm happy about.
These two best friends hanging out are hyping me up to see my own best friend. I love that. I truly love that.
It's called Granadilla, I think. That's what someone on my stream said.
That's disgusting looking. That's terrifying. I have a serious fear of frogs, so that really scares me.
I love frog eggs so much. I was obsessed with them as a kid. It's fulfilling some.
I used to love frogs, and then something happened, and I didn't like frogs anymore, which happened with my father as well. My father always had this mortal fear of frogs, horrible. It could be the cutest, tiniest tree frog, hops on him, and he'll freak out and run away. A grown man.
It's so weird.
And
I really need to blow my nose.
we would all say, Dad, why are you terminally afraid of frogs? Why are you so afraid of frogs? What has a frog ever done to you? Well, it all started when he was in his childhood. He was outside, and he had this tradition of catching frogs and putting them in his grandma's house in Brazil. They would always go and catch all these frogs and release them into the grandma's house, and that was the funnest thing that they could do. Him and his cousins.
I my grandma's house too.
Really?
Yeah, but my grandma knew about it.
I think they knew about it.
We did it together.
Oh, wow.
And frog eggs. One time I took a whole bucket of frog eggs inside, but they died. I really wanted to raise them.
Oh, no. I wonder why they died. So, my dad would always be releasing these frogs into his grandma's house with his cousins, and it was her favorite thing ever. Then one day, my dad had an experience that would change his life forever and change his feelings towards frogs for years to come until eternity. He once reached down to pick up a frog when he was playing with his cousins, and he goes into a bush and he sees a huge frog. It's gigantic. And he goes and picks up the frog.
Oh my God, does it jump in his mouth when he swallows it?
No, Melissa.
Okay.
Why would he swallow the frog? That's weird.
By
Okay.
accident. It jumped down.
Your ex had a frog that jumped down his throat?
What? I didn't say anything about an ex.
You had a frog that jumped down your throat?
No, I'm saying by accident, I said.
A frog jumped down your throat by accident?
No, it's maybe to your dad by accident.
Wait, what?
Maybe it jumped on your dad.
Oh. Oh. Well, he reached down and grabbed this humongous, frog, and he picks it up, and as he's lifting it up out of the bush, it just keeps going and going and going, and it had this tail that just kept going. And he had picked up a humongous Amazon rainforest size anaconda. And
Wow.
something about that, which to me that wouldn't really make me hate the frogs. It would make me more scared of snakes. But something about this experience scared him so bad that to this day, he's terrified. I don't know. I honestly don't, and I'm telling this story, I don't get what's so scary about it. I understand if you're afraid of snakes, but what the frog do to you? Do you think every frog is gonna turn into a snake? I don't know what he believes.
Yeah, what the frog, dude?
With the frog. But it was one of those exotic Amazon rainforest snakes.
How do you think a fucking frog is a snake? A snake is a frog.
Well, it was at night, and he just saw the head.
Mhm.
He thought it was a frog,
Mm-hmm.
and it was such a humongous.
No, we still have frog at our pool.
Oh my god, it was so
Such a
ugly.
cute
I hate
frog.
toads.
I love toads. They're my favorite animal.
They pee on you. He needs to handle frogs in a controlled environment. I love snakes. My mom told me she thinks I have generational trauma. Can I tell you
Yeah.
what we talked about on the phone yesterday? My mom told me I was telling her how terrified I am of motorbikes, and she said that's probably generational trauma. And
That's so
I
weird.
said, why? And she said, because my grandma's brother had a horrific death on a motorbike. And and she was terminally afraid of motorbikes. So afraid of motorbikes after that. And my mom is saying it's probably because I have this irrational fear of motorcycles. I'm so scared of them. Guys, did I tell you my crush got a motorcycle? But guys, I really hope his friends aren't watching this. They can't all be watching this. But he got a motorcycle. And I should stop talking about him. No, they might know.
There's so many Colombians that you know.
You're not,
And
he's not Colombian.
you were supposed to not say that. I was trying to cover for you.
Oh.
I was gonna say something really fucked up when we talked about the generational trauma thing.
What were you gonna say? Melissa! That's not funny! Why are you laughing?
Because it was kind of true. I mean, it's true, but that's obviously not because of that. But also, that's true. The two things are true, but obviously no.
Well, you can't say it.
What if they heard me say that? It was really fucked up.
Melissa! Maybe if you told that really seriously and not laugh at all or giggle.
I wouldn't have been able to hold it in.
Melissa!
It wasn't a secret. It was just a really, really offensive joke. No, it wasn't racist. It was just really dark. Right? You would call it dark.
Maybe both.
Racist? No.
No.
No, not racist. 20 of those fruits. I don't remember if they were expensive.
At least you're eating fruits.
I know.
I'm eating cookies.
I just ate a piece of chocolate too.
I swear someone could make a compilation of the times Carm screamed Melissa because of a comment.
Why were you scared that I'm sad about Alejandro? What scares you about it? Sorry, I keep going past you to get snacks. I should learn how to just go over that corner.
It scares me because you have to be more I don't know what type of sadness you speak of. Like, is it just...
It's like I want to keep messaging him and get him to come back.
No, that's not good, Melissa.
I know, it's bad. It's so bad.
That's why it scares me.
Yeah. It is a little alarming.
You know who I'm really sad about?
What, Augustine?
Still? Jorge. So sad about him still.
I'm scared about my mommy's titty, too. Not my real mommy's titty, but you know who I'm talking about, right? I don't remember his name.
You need to stop calling him your mommy's
I literally don't even know his name.
Stop calling him your mommy's titty, please!
Do you remember his name?
No.
Me neither. I wonder if it's on his Instagram. Malik?
Malik?
Hey, where did it go? Both of my civil engineers left me.
I love engineers.
Both of my underage civil engineers left me. I should have kissed him. I should have cheated on Lewis.
I should have encouraged you to do that because I knew. I knew the whole time. I was feeling like, I was like, Melissa.
It was like a nightmare.
I saw. Okay.
Rips me away.
Guys, we're gonna fill you
Takes me
in.
downstairs and nearly feel like I'm being molested.
I'm gonna fill you in, guys, real quick on what we were talking about. Basically, we went on a double date, and Melissa's date was blind. And she didn't know what he looked like, but I know what he looked like, and I tried to stop this date before. And
not a lot, though, just a little bit.
I knew that he wasn't Melissa's type. I knew that he wasn't, like, up to par with, like, and I'm not gonna say anything mean about anyone's looks, but I just know that he's not Melissa's type.
But she said she wanted to gouge her eyes out.
No! Melissa, did I say that? I think you're thinking of someone else.
You said on stream we have to find the original clip.
You might be thinking of someone else who said they would gouge your eyes out.
No, he's not blind. It was a blind date.
I thought you were gonna fucking see. So, did he have a cane? No. Melissa didn't know what he looked like. She was being set up on a date. And,
My kitty.
Okay. So we get there, and her date is 30 minutes late. And I said, I asked Andres, like, if we can dance. And so me and Andres dance. We wanted to go upstairs to salsa. He put Melissa with one of his friends so it wouldn't be awkward, so Melissa has someone to dance with. Right? That makes sense. So he grabs one of his random friends, says dance with Melissa. And the friend that he grabbed, I foresaw everything in an instant. He grabbed this attractive, 6-foot-something tall Mexican guy.
Muscular civil engineer.
Civil engineer. He was ripped to shreds. He was cute. Like, he had a cute face. Like, I don't know.
Nice person face.
He had an attractive, sweet look. He had a gentle, like, smile and gentle expressions and everything. He just was a nice looking guy.
He smiled so much.
Yeah, he had the, like, cutest, most genuine, sweet smile.
I'm gonna look him. Wait, he posted a story of himself.
I know, I saw it.
I didn't really look at it.
He's so good looking. Can I show chat or no?
Who's more attractive, him or Alejandro?
Okay, I'm gonna try really.
Wait, hold down on the. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, guys. him. Okay. So.
He's not Mexican, he's Colombian.
Really?
I told you that like 4 times, and every time you're like, really?
Because Andres was telling me he was Mexican. Okay, so anyways. He's so cute.
Who's more attractive, him or Alejandro?
Well, to me, he's more attractive.
Yeah, and objectively though?
Objectively, he's more attractive.
Okay. Even though he has a weird mouth?
He has a weird mouth? Oh, is that his normal face?
A little bit. It looks
Maybe
a
he's
little
doing
bit
that
worse.
thing that guys do where they suck in their lips.
Maybe a little bit, but like I remember it being a little weird in person.
Oh.
Yeah, but everyone needs one
Well,
flaw.
when I say that he's cute, I meant that. Like, he has some flaws in his face.
Yeah, everyone needs some. There he is. Look. Okay, wait. Up there. No, not that one.
What's this the night he fucking met you? Those are all the same people in the background.
Maybe it is. No, that's not him.
I thought he was so cute.
Him, there.
Oh,
You
yeah,
can see.
him?
You can see that there's something a little weird about his smile.
Yeah, he wasn't perfect, guys, but he was cute.
Yeah, he's cute. Oh, there he is again. Drinking. He's cute. Yeah, he's really cute.
So Melissa's dancing with this guy and he was so into her. He was cheesing ear to ear, smiling like he couldn't contain how happy he was that and like his 2 friends were like so jealous. Not jealous,
Really?
but they were like looking like smiling, like they wish it was them so bad. And he started dancing with Melissa and stuff.
He told me I was a better dancer than most of Colombians, which I was like barely doing anything because I was
They say
being
that to
so
me, too.
conservative.
I wonder if that's one of the things that they tell American girls to make them feel good about themselves.
I think they just dance in the most expatty area that there's not. I don't know.
I don't know how they're like Colombian girls are really good dancers. I don't believe when guys tell me that.
Yeah, I actually didn't believe it, but like, I didn't even feel like he liked me that much. Like I didn't get that vibe, and so I was like, wow, he must actually mean that.
Because I was looking over at them and he would like talk to you and then he would just like he would like look over your shoulder just smiling.
What if he was making fun of me?
No, he was genuinely smiling. And I kept saying to Andres, I was like, they have so much chemistry. I was like, you shouldn't have done that because now Melissa's gonna like him more. And like she definitely likes him more and he likes him. They like each other so much. And every time we looked over, we were just dying laughing. And then it all came crashing down when her blind date shows up, who I know is not her type in the slightest. He was everything the opposite that this other guy was.
He's not most people's type. Sorry.
Melissa, I'm trying to be nice!
I want to show pineapple. I have to send you something that Glass sent me. I have to show you something.
And he shows up, and I'm like, oh my god, he's here to ruin everything. And then he grabs Melissa, rips her away from this man like a nursing child is ripped away from its mother's milk. And he pulls her away and starts molesting.
Glass has ever said. He said, was this Andre's friend?
Stop! I'm being mean!
I said, definitely not. He just wasn't my type. That's how I responded. No,
Well,
I can't respond to it.
Melissa said that his eyes were at different parts of his face.
Are you sure that they don't watch your stream at all?
No.
No, you're not sure?
No.
Oh my god. That would be so horrible.
So, Carm's more into him than Mel, but I forget she blesses for every guy. No, I personally would not have liked this guy for myself at all.
Why?
Because his face was like...
I feel like he's a little too shy of a vibe for you.
Yeah.
I feel like you like more suave guys.
Stop calling him suave! What does that even mean?
Oh, sorry, it's a word that they use in Spanish so much. For, like, so many things. Including this is suave. This is suave.
Like smooth? Like
it could be like smooth, it could be soft, it can be they use it for a lot of things.
I feel like I know what it means in Spanish, but I don't even know how it applies to a guy.
Like suave, like smooth.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess I see what you mean.
He had like a more awkward vibe, and I actually really like that.
Yeah,
like,
I also
timid vibe.
There's just features on his face that I couldn't really find attractive, but like for myself.
Mm-hmm.
But for you, I found him really attractive. I think that I'm getting a good idea of both of you girlies like this on the various limited description that you guys give and the quick pictures to flash us. That you guys flash us. Guys, I need to show you guys. I really hope the... Oh gosh, don't look at my camera roll. It might be bad, Melissa.
Okay, I won't look.
I don't even know what's on my camera roll. Oh, it's just edited pictures of Ellie marrying the other dog. Okay, so it's fine. So I want to show you guys... Let me plug in my phone. I just realized.
Oh my god, good job remembering.
No.
I can't believe I just napped for like 2 hours on your stream.
No, it's crooked. I plugged it in. I know, me neither. That must have been a good... I love falling asleep to people talking, so...
Yeah, it was nice.
I would have enjoyed that. So, I go to Augustine's Instagram for my usual stalking, and I want to show you 2 pictures from the cringiest people that me and Melissa know.
Oh, are you gonna show the one of my guy too?
Can I?
Yeah, you can.
Okay, so, exhibit number 1. Augustine posted this to his Instagram. Exhibit number 2, number B. Exhibit letter B. Can I see the one of him?
Oh, I thought you took a screenshot of it.
I didn't. Wait, why is that funny? Because he's floating in the air. Wait, do you guys not find this funny as me?
Can you help me fix my Instagram?
Melissa, I don't want to look at your Instagram! Melissa, I just got a headache.
Girls when they get lip injections.
Stop, that's so disgusting! That's so disgusting, I don't want to see this.
I don't either, but I can't get it away, now I don't know what to do. What is this one? Ew!
Melissa,
you guys seem like this because they keep hearing about me and my mommy's titties. They keep hearing about that guy.
Melissa, that's literally a fetish.
That's disgusting. Ew, what is this? Some of these are fucked up.
That's
like I know
really fucked up.
It's some of this is what is that? An bird? What?
It's a
What
chicken
is
bird.
this? Okay. Okay, that was actually not bad. Ah!
Stop! That was like... Stop!
It looks like your grandma or something. Okay, sorry. Let me show you.
Stop! These are so disturbing, Melissa.
My boyfriend that broke up with me after one day. Jesus. Ew. What's his name? Alejandro. Don't call me name, don't call me name. My Fernando, not your babe, I'm not your babe. Can I show them a good looking photo of him first?
Yeah, go ahead.
This is my boyfriend. I wish I could tell the story again on your stream, but it's just too much. It's just too much. This is my very cringe boyfriend who left me after one day after falling in love with me. He was too in love with me. He couldn't do it anymore. Because he knew I was leaving Colombia, and this is the one that... Oh, it has a song in the background. West Coast shit, nigga. West Coast shit. West Coast shit. thinks it's really cringe, which I understand why. It is. It is. It is pretty cringe. But like, I would post that too.
It's just that, like, no, I wouldn't be laughing if this was anyone else, but...
Look how beautiful he is. Should I call him again?
No!
Okay, I didn't show anything
But
bad.
it's the fact that... It's the fact that Augustine and this guy, like, have such dramatic personalities.
They're really similar.
And they take them so seriously, and they act like they're in a movie, and they think it's a novella, but they post their, like, pictures like that, and it's really funny. Why, do you guys not understand?
They don't know the full story.
Yes.
Like, you guys don't know the full story. Remember Augustine? He's like Augustine, but this was like the longer version, extended release.
Should I show them the good picture of Augustine?
Yeah.
Guys, I finally found a picture of Augustine where you can see his eyes. He has really pretty eyes, which is weird because I normally don't like blue eyes. I think the only reason I like that he has blue eyes... I don't know. Normally I find that really unattractive because I just think of, like, myself. Not that I think I'm much attractive, but, like...
I understand.
Like, are you my brother?
Yeah. Pineapple, can you watch my VOD to catch up on the lore? Because I want you to know the lore. Will you watch it? I published it so you can watch it. It starts at 53 minutes.
You
story.
publish the VOD just so you don't have to explain things.
It's too long. It's like an hour. It's like an hour-long story, and I want to say the details. It's not fun if you just.
I'm gonna turn on speech chat.
I'm not your babe.
Okay, I'll watch it later.
Yay! And then tell me what you think. Yay! If you write in the Discord what you think at me.
Don't encourage
I
her.
understand. I avoid blue eye. My whole family have blue eyes and pink.
Yes, exactly, John Wilson. Like, it's just like a family member. But maybe the fact that he was Latino, it was fine.
I want to call him again. I want to. Ugh! I need him to ick me out again, so I don't want to call him again.
Do you see his eyes? This one.
I can't date other brown people. It feels like incest.
That's what we've been saying about white people recently.
Do you
I
see
have
his...
brown eyes. Plenty brown during golden hour.
Okay, never mind. This is really difficult to show you guys this on a camera, like, I mean, a screen like this.
You guys want to see this beautiful man? Oh, this is the shirtless guy. I can't get over how beautiful his teeth are.
Yeah, I wonder why.
I can't believe he winked at me. How many girls do you think he sent this to?
Augustine's handsome too.
This seems like the kind of video that he would send to like 20 girls on his phone. Oh, he's messaging me.
If you keep low-key singing
I'm good.
Over
Who
there,
said
we're
that?
going to force you to do a singing stream.
I would love if you forced me to do a singing stream. I love doing singing streams. People usually leave. Like, my views go down so much. If my views went up, I would sing every single day for the rest of my life. Oh, he's so boring.
Who is this?
This is the guy who takes his shirt off and
Stop responding.
his personality is his chest. I did stop responding for days, but then Alejandro left me.
Melissa! Stop!
So now I'm having a conversation. Hi, how are you? I'm good. How are you? That's good.
I like your voice
Thank
design.
you.
I'm really critical of vocalists in general.
Guys, I might end up ending stream early because I'm hungry and I want to go make a quesadilla.
Why can't you make a quesadilla on stream?
You guys, I feel bad
Sounds
that I'm not
fishy.
giving attention.
Sounds fishy to me.
Can you entertain them for like...
Yeah,
I'm gonna go quickly make this tortilla.
that's okay. Take your time.
Really?
Yes.
Really?
Hello.
This tortilla is reminding me of my existential crisis last night.
Hello, guys. Do you like my singing?
want
bucket?
one?
Yes.
Okay.
We out here living a whole Colombian soap opera. Can we hear you sing
No.
again, Melissa?
Which song
Can
do
you
you want to
sing us
hear?
a Madonna song?
I don't want to scare away Carmela's viewers.
No, my viewers love you. That's impossible.
They don't like when I sing though. No one likes when I sing.
Well,
They
I
don't
don't
like that either when I do that.
Single
Yeah.
kind of man.
I
But
think.
you know what shocked me?
What?
When I talk about astrology, my views don't go down. I don't know why.
Oh wow, I'm
It's
surprised.
So
I love
like,
when you sing. You are good.
it's like you're talking back to your parents and you expect them to beat the shit out of you, but they don't.
Wow.
It's like
Yeah. I'm surprised
I
too.
do.
They're okay. Everyone says they love when I sing, but those are the only people that stay. And then every other lurker, the
You're
50
legitimately a
other
good singer.
lurkers leave.
50, damn.
But then there's like 10 people that are like, I love your singing. No, oh my gosh, I want to hear you singing. And those are the 10 people that stay, which is nice.
I told Andres he looked like Sid the Science Kid.
I don't know who Sid the Science Kid is.
Look
Oh,
at-
you showed me, right. And then
He
I
takes
said
his
he looked
shirt
this
off
one.
so
I remember
much.
who I said,
You
but
describe him as the guy who takes his shirt off. How
Yeah.
much do you have to take off your shirt?
because
to
he
be
made his
labeled as the guy
personality
who takes their
him
shirt off
shirtless.
always?
He just kept
You got a great
sending me
voice.
photos. It's like our first
that.
conversation, and he just keeps sending me photos of him shirtless, and I just don't care. Brogan loves when I sing.
There's a girl who's been sending
He's
me
like the
nudes
situation.
for like 4 years now.
A girl?
Yeah.
From where?
I don't know.
Can I see?
She just sends me incredible nudes, and I think she's very weird, but
Love
like
is my love language.
they're really good. Like
Do
they're-
you respond?
No, I never respond.
That's funny.
Can
Oh,
you
it's
sing
all on my
I Love
phone.
Olivia
I can't
by
show
Madonna?
you.
Dang it.
She just sends me nudes, and I never say anything.
Does she look like a normal person?
Yeah, she's completely normal. I've like stalked her and looked at her. She's completely
That's so
normal.
funny. You should respond to her. After 4 years.
Bro's more into his
She act, and I'm like, maybe I should be lesbian just for a little bit because she actually has a perfect body, and I'm like, I'm wasting it. I'm literally wasting it by not saying anything.
Just respond. You don't have to be lesbian to respond.
Never seen a naked lady.
Not even your mother?
Should I be like?
Post them to Discord.
You look really good.
Nice.
You just say nice. Just say nice. Give a thumbs up.
You actually did that once. I said, actually, that was a one-time responded 3 years ago. I said, very nice, and then I said her name. It was like, very nice, whatever. And then I did a thumbs up
That's so funny.
to her nudes.
Wow.
They're really good nudes, and I'm like, I wish if men get these type of nudes from girls, like, I'm cooked. I can never send a good nude.
Greater
In
than naming your
comparison.
daughter. Whatever.
Glass, I showed the photo that you sent me when you said, is this Andre's friend to Carmela? And she died laughing.
The glass, that was the funniest thing I've
High
heard
glass
in
C23.
years.
High glass.
You see, you made a funny. You made a good funny. Don't let people tell you that you're not
Was
funny.
funny, did laugh.
Hello, glass. That's really lesbian of you, Carm.
I don't know that
You've
song,
been
Black,
a chick
but
for 4 years
you have to
and
give me
not
a song that I
complaining.
know that I'll sing. But I really don't want to
Hey,
scare
y'all.
all of Carmela's viewers away. I feel so
Sing
weird
Single
after my
Kind of
2-hour nap on this. I don't know that song either.
Trade you. What up, glass? Frick the viewers. My favorite is my sprinkler goes like this.
This guy-
comes back like
This guy that keeps sending me his chest shirtless is cringe and gives me the ick, right? Oh, I want to sing A Whole New
If I was
World.
psychic, I would. Oh shit, some karaoke. Hey Pineapple, sing A Whole New World. Sing Under the AC. Rate my fiance.
So this guy that keeps saying shirtless, since Alejandro left me, I started just talking to him, so we said, I'll tell you the conversation. He said, hola, and then I didn't
The
respond.
conversation you say, is that what you call it?
Yeah, and then he said, ¿Cómo estás? I didn't respond. And he said, hey you, I didn't respond. And then finally I said, hi, because I was sad about Alejandro. He said, hi, and I said, how are you? And he said, I'm good, and you? And I said, I'm also good. How can we have a less boring conversation?
Alejandro,
That's a good question.
at glass 23 high. I missed some lore. Shit, Mel, I legitimately am probably going to ask you to sing a hook for me.
Melissa, they're gonna have to make a Wikipedia
And
section for just like your relationship drama and your trip to Colombia.
Glass, you hear that?
That's good. I
Glass,
can't read backwards.
Glass, do you need the timeline, exact bullet point?
He'll watch it. Oh, yeah, like a full summary.
Yummy.
I love having conversations with
Bon
people
appetit.
where I just say
Oh,
exactly
strimmer,
what
my
I'm
strimmer.
thinking.
Lol, that's a lot of work.
That scares me.
What does?
How can I
to
read
like tell
backwards,
someone how I
guys?
feel.
But I'll do it.
It's a good practice.
Is
You
that a
should just try it.
helicopter
Like, say the
idea?
most extreme thing you're thinking. It is. It'll be like relief, like
You
instant.
have Glass get the timeline from the VODs.
Don't bother me, don't bother
Did Mel just
Look at this
casually call him
stuff.
boring?
me. Isn't it neat? Wouldn't you think my collection's complete? Let's see what he responded. Tell me what you did in your day. What are your plans for this weekend? That's still boring.
Melissa!
Should I not say that? That's still boring. Maybe we can talk
XD.
about
Your childhood.
your childhood traumas.
You say your relationship with your parents.
Your relationship with your mother.
She was about to just say that's still boring.
That's now I'm gonna say that's still.
Anonymous, thank you for giving us a sub to Siri Bot. Thank you so much.
Okay, I'm saying that's still boring. Maybe we talk about your relationship with your mother. How was that? Wouldn't you think my collection's complete? Wouldn't you think I'm a girl
Super direct.
who has everything?
She just trolling lol.
I have gadgets.
How many of us have good relationships with their parents?
He's probably gonna feel like he's being trolled. Actually, I'll be really mad if someone did this to me.
I would love it. I'd be so happy.
I
would be so happy if someone did this to me.
Maybe I would be happy.
Because sometimes I just don't know how to get out of the hello, how are you fucking conversation.
Oh,
I
yes,
get
he's paranoid.
frustrated.
I get out of that by
that's
just talking about myself.
Maybe he's bored
Like, what
of
do you
you.
say? Like, I just saw dolphins? Is that one for me?
That's so true. I
Wow.
hate the first hello phase.
And sometimes you don't know how to get out of it.
That's why I don't talk to anyone.
We love our quesadillas. My
I'm with
goals
Carm
are
on this.
But we're bad.
Nom nom nom.
If you eat something spicy, it'll make
Melissa
you
and
drink
Carmela brainstorm ideas for how to get out of the hello phase. Would be fun to listen to.
Well, I just did. You just said that I'm sick of this. And this conversation is boring.
If they ask me how I am, I answer with like a really deep, long answer, and then it makes them want it. And I'll be like, "What about you?" You know.
Can you give me an example? If I was a guy right now, I said, "How are you?"
Mukbang with the mono girl
What would I
squad
say?
I'm good. I'm feeling a little bit like
without being mean.
tired and exhausted from work because I was given this really big project last minute to work on, and but yeah, other than that, I'm having a really good time. I'm gonna make this for dinner. Do you like
So
this
being
type of
really
food?
personal passes the phase.
I'm gonna make tacos for dinner. Do you like tacos? Anyways, how are you? How's your work?
That still feels like it would go to like a boring nowhere, but maybe if the other person's not boring, it wouldn't.
Maybe the key is to not be boring yourself. Give you what want in return. Oh, she's emulating someone else.
That's what I just
Does
did.
that work for
I want
guys
someone
or
to
is
ask
this
me
only
random
for girls?
questions.
Just wondering.
I think that's a good technique.
You want another one?
Actually, no, I'm getting too many.
Really?
Like, is that weird for guys to talk personal really quickly?
No. That's like
I
really
was
normal.
gonna
That's
say
like
great
really
Carm
normal.
that she was having a good day.
Maybe I do. Maybe one
Say,
with not a lot
hey
of
boy,
things.
how big that booty hole?
Just a small amount.
Then I
of things.
recognize the switcheroo. I like hypothetical scenario questions.
Ooh, me too, pineapple.
See.
Ask me one.
In a hypothetical scenario,
Mm-hmm.
would you still be attracted to a guy if a gorilla was like beating the shit out of him And
Can you please explain to me the 100 men, one
Like if
gorilla
you could
meme?
only ever eat one thing, what would it be? Or play with
I saw a
game or
TikTok
whatever
that
the
was
fuck.
like about
Would you still
like
love me
a
if I was
sad
a
thing
worm?
about his 4 friends getting
Now, would you
killed by a
rather date
gorilla,
another Trump
and
supporter
all
or
I didn't
not?
understand
That's
all,
an
and the
NFL
whole comments was
fell
like,
in
this
love
is like
after 20
80
minutes.
hours worth of doom scrolling inside jokes, and now I just want to
I wouldn't have
understand,
noticed
but I
if it
can't
weren't
figure it
for
out
Fred's
because it's
advice.
clearly an investment.
okay, so basically it all started when this guy on Twitter said that, like, it was something like who would win. I don't know what he said. I never saw the tweet, but it was somewhere along the lines of like who would win, 100 men or one gorilla. And it started such a big discourse. Like obviously 100
Mr.
men would
Beast
win.
is looking
Obviously
for
a
a
fucking
video, I think.
gorilla would win.
Would you still
And it
love me
started
if I was
such
an
a
underwear worm?
discourse.
A gorilla
My
expert
butter, you want to know about
spoke
my
about it,
butter?
and they said that 100 men would probably win.
Really?
Yeah. Okay, but then they said that there was like 4 inside jokes in that one TikTok. Do you understand the other ones that could possibly be in it?
I think
Oh,
it's-
it was okay. It was like
100 men
me
would
in
win.
the future when my
If you had
child
to use a piece
says,
of clothing to eat
"I'm
your
so
next
hungry
meal
that
on
I
and
could
wear it,
eat
what
the
would it be?"
gorilla that killed my 4 friends
Yes,
last week."
Gorilla would destroy 100 men.
It was like a bunch of
I only know like 2 of those.
yeah,
but-
me too. But the people were
The
like,
expert
"This
said
is like a
20 to 30
huge,
would win.
this is like a huge inside joke." And I just want to understand it.
The gorilla would not win. One gorilla versus one man train made of 100 men.
Okay, sorry. What's the if a man was getting beat? Your subscribers just attacked me.
Guys, this is unacceptable.
So if a man, oh no, if a man was getting beat up by a gorilla, would I still like him?
If a man was getting back shots by a gorilla, would you
What does
still
that
like
mean?
him?
Sex?
Actually, I can kind of visualize how a large group of men could
Yeah,
Did
overcome
he
a
want
gorilla.
it or no?
That's
I don't
why
know,
I
you
think
just
so.
walked in
I
on
didn't
it.
want to be a part
Well,
of the
if he
sabotage.
didn't want it, yeah, I would still like him. If he did want it, no.
Okay.
The Navy wanted me on subs after my ASVAB
So,
score.
ask me another one.
Another
I
hypothetical
ghosted them.
scenario.
What about you, Pineapple? Would you still be attracted to a
Ask him
man
something
if a
like-
gorilla was doing him?
Would you still love me if I was a man train made of 100 men?
No.
Would the gorilla be afraid to be surrounded by 100 men?
Okay, another hypothetical scenario. Say you have a child,
Okay.
and the child is really hungry one day, and you have nothing to feed the child for some reason. Maybe because you're a
I mean, a
neglectful
gorilla
mother, I don't
would
know.
already
rip an
come
arm
up
off
with
and
this.
use it as a club. The 100 men would be barehanded. That looks different.
So
Scary.
you have
Your camera doesn't
For
show
some
how
reason.
much it actually shows in reality.
Where did Mel get the
I
child?
would totally like scratch my cooch or something and not even
Oh.
know that it was showing
You're
there.
joking.
I think so.
I've never seen that either. Like it.
Yeah,
what
you have to
the
be careful
fuck?
like you're looking at something or
I have my phone open a lot
No,
down
I
Yeah.
here.
don't fuck with zoophiliacs.
So anyways,
What a great way to spend an evening.
okay. So anyways, you have a child
Mhm.
and it doesn't have a lot of food,
Mhm.
and the only food you can feed it was the food that you had reserved for yourself in your brain,
With professional
and it was
efforts.
and that was like food that you were saving for
Of
yourself.
course I would feed my baby.
Okay. So what if the baby was
I would feed
So
you.
what if you were eating food and you had a bite
If
reserved
it was
for
your baby, probably
Feed the child
not.
duck.
It's only if it's my baby. Or I probably would give it to your baby, but I'd be really resentful.
That's what foods are for.
Okay, what would you do if you had a child that got more
Hello.
attention than you?
I really think that if I my own baby, I would be a really good mother to, and I wouldn't feel jealous of. I really do believe like I would want my
At
baby to
purple
have
underscore
everything
Joker.
possible.
Okay. That's good.
I mean, I can't say for sure, but I really do believe that.
What would you do if your
I would be
baby
such a good dad.
had like an issue where it would just eat all of the food in the
The
middle of the
hormone
night?
oxytocin means you
The
will
whole
feed your
house.
own baby as a priority.
I'd take them to therapy. That's the right thing to do. That was literally me my whole life.
Answers.
Every night in the middle of the night, 3 a.m., I'd go downstairs
more food.
and I would eat everything, and my family would wonder where it went. Every night. And I'd try to get them to lock things up, but they wouldn't do it. They didn't understand how much of an issue it was.
At Pineapple Menace, how do you feel about ficus?
That's so
I'd get enough
strange you
food
did
for
that.
them to gore.
Yeah.
Mel would have them talk to ChatGPT.
Yeah.
Oh.
Orange Jesus.
Pineapple, did you know that little dude took a break from the internet and had therapy with ChatGPT for days, and he came back and he's like a normal human being now? And he said he's literally never gonna spam anything ever again.
If Mel couldn't feed the baby, she could just give the baby back.
This is true.
Yeah, about Lil Dude?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Do you believe
What
Lil
happened?
You should have seen the original Lil Dude. It's insane. The lore.
Dude? And Alex 2 Smith back to where?
I should have made this for you so you could have had it in a pan. It's so much better.
I kind of like the soft tortilla.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Glass, you can go fuck yourself. I would have apologized about this 2 weeks ago. At Blacklight District 242, the parents. And Alex 2 Smith.
What would you do if you were a teen parent?
I hate my life.
At Lil Dude 29, so you became more of an asshole. How is that improvement, bitch?
What would you do if when you were a
At
kid you had
Blacklight District
alopecia forever?
242,
I don't know.
the.
That's
How
when
did
you
he
lose your
get
hair.
Glass to
That's
take
like
a
Will
therapy
Smith's
break
life.
from the internet?
I've got it. I've got all that happens, or this other stuff happens.
As long as he's a Patriots
away.
fan, he will never be a normal human being.
What would you
At
do if
Glass
instead of being fat as a
23,
kid you
I
were
can
bald?
see someone can't handle the heat.
Ooh.
At Lil Dude
Ooh.
29,
I don't know what's worse.
Yes, he-
I actually think being fat's worse. I don't know. Ooh, what's worse?
I hate myself so much. I don't want any kids, so I don't pass
Do you have
my
any more
crap
beans?
genes on to any of my kids.
In the cabinet right in front of you.
Okay. I need to go buy more beans.
If
What would you do
Mm-hmm.
if that happened?
If what
Refried
I
happened?
mean,
bean pipe.
what would you rather be, fat or bald when you were a kid?
I don't know. I really can't figure that out.
How do you think it would have affected you differently if you were bald instead of being fat?
At Big Ricky 1991, don't be like that man. At Big Ricky 1991 facts.
I feel like
At Big Ricky
I would have had more
1991,
love.
I thought the same thing
I
all
feel
the
like
time.
I feel like
I'd
older
be bald
people,
all
like my
day instead of
parents,
fat. As a
would
bald
have
guy,
been able
I hate
to
being fat.
empathize
I'm
better
evolved.
and like help me find a solution, like a wig or something. Whereas with being fat, it was just like an uncomfortable thing that was ignored.
shit, damn.
You know?
I stay buzzed.
It's
real
like having
short.
a broken leg and a medical.
No! Ugh.
At Glass 23, off 4 things did I hear your feelings need a blankie.
Yeah, but you're a boy.
I'm not
Blacklight.
sorry, you can go fuck yourself.
Who? What?
Rip dish or cup.
Blacklight says he loves being
Y'all all
bald.
rip. Food I think.
It was a
Rip.
night.
Donezo.
Okay.
Oh my god, now she's using a giant knife.
Rip glass.
I'm so full.
At Lil Dude 29, I bet you watch towels dry as a hobby.
But he didn't respond to my
Why did you choose to
message
drop
about
that
it still
stuff?
being boring. Okay.
What would you
At
do
Glass 23,
if you had a
think, buddy.
husband and everything was
You might
perfect
find
and then you got
something
married and then
that
suddenly he only said, hi, how are you? Good. How was your day?
We'd get divorced.
What would you do if you had to be a single mom?
I'd be sad.
What kind of husband do you want?
Well, I can read you what ChatGPT
Boring
says
husband
I
law.
want.
If he's
What
got
do you
both-
want, bitch?
I want
Can you speak
someone.
for yourself?
I want, I want someone that is
At Lil
reliable,
Dude 29, that's true. I
Steady.
can't find it talking to you cause you don't work.
funny, chill, smart.
Do you want
Your
another
ugly
one?
ass fell
No.
for a fake
Okay.
streamer
Thank you.
all day today.
I'm making two anyways 'cause I want one
was
for
spiraling
myself.
over a
Good.
face creamer. Cause you don't have a job. Sounds like The Sims.
Would you rather be tall and pretty or short and ugly?
Tall and pretty.
I thought you liked being short.
Yeah, but I like being not ugly more.
At Glass 23,
Would
wow,
you
really
rather
need their buddy
date
to eat that off of
Augustine
the cereal box.
Or the guy from
Anything
Mexico?
else?
Alejandro? I'd rather say Alejandro, based off of what you've said.
Do you mean tall and ugly or short and pretty?
Would you rather have a period or you poop eggs?
It's been a long time since I've had a period. Like, tell me more about the pooping eggs.
Like the eggs come out
At
like a
Clement
chicken.
agrees some
Like
girls
how
think
often?
being too tall.
Just during period.
Every day.
like, is it just like a poop kind of thing? Like, what if I...
No, it's like you're screaming in pain, you get the egg out.
Oh, I thought I had my period then. What the fuck?
Okay, would you rather lay eggs?
Should I ask him this
Eggs wouldn't be
question?
that bad. At
Would you
Black
rather...
Listen, you're just trolling you.
Would you rather...
You're gonna man from Tinder again.
I wish I should eggs.
Okay, I won't ask him. He's too normie to ask that question. Should I send that to Alejandro?
Chat if there is a trolley going
No,
down.
you're just finding any excuse to talk to her.
Imagine if I said that though, he would just...
How would you
Do
end
you want to see if he ignored it? Come on, this is a good social experiment.
Okay, fine. No, you're trying to find any excuse.
Okay,
No.
Would you rather? By the way, this guy has ghosted me forever. He's like, Melissa, I don't think we can do this anymore. You're too amazing, and I'll fall in love, and I can't be with you like this anymore. And I said goodbye, Alejandro, and now I'm gonna say, would you rather poop an egg?
Wait, I thought of a really
At
good
Alex
one.
Q. Smith
Okay, tell me.
Okay, I thought of a
At
really good
Alex Q.
scenario.
Smith by pulling the lever.
Would you rather
Lol WTF.
have
At
invisibility
Last
power
23 Melissa's
or
fiance.
have cancer?
At Alex 2 Smith I
Invisibility power. The fuck?
Why?
At
Talk about
Rosali
it.
500.
Because I don't want cancer.
Tell us
You
why.
girl.
Why don't I want cancer?
Yeah.
Because it's deadly and traumatic and painful.
Okay. I see where you're coming
At
from.
purple underscore joker will work.
Was that supposed to be a funny joke, but then
Not
you realized
very
it wasn't funny?
engineering.
No, it was not funny.
What is Carm
Oh.
talking about?
So, anyways,
Invisibility power.
would you
to see
rather
through bank
have
vaults.
would you rather be able to eat a burrito every day of your life for free, or would you rather have leprosy?
Burrito every
Yes.
day. I'm gonna say, would you rather lay
Technically,
an
very
egg every
technically,
day,
human
eggs
women
every
do lay
day,
eggs.
or
They're just hard to
give me
treat.
another
Have a
one on a gross
period.
period, or okay, or have,
Burrito.
and then I'm gonna say, oops, sorry, wrong number. Oops, sorry, wrong person.
I did that once, and I regretted it for 10 years. I did that once.
Like on
Don't do
purpose?
it. Don't. Yes, I did it. I
I
was
know
like,
what
I'm
you're
gonna
talking
pretend to like text the guy that.
Yeah, but this is
Something,
different.
I
This is
texted
funny.
him something really weird, and then I was like, oh, like, this kid, yeah.
I know what you're talking about. You told me about this.
It was so embarrassing. My best friend was like, who was identical to Melissa. Like, my best friend growing up was so much like Melissa. And she was talking about, like, she dared me to message a guy this, like, one audio message of me saying, like, something really weird. And then say, oh, wrong number. And I didn't. Like, it embarrassed me for, like, years to come. Like, every time I remembered it, I would, like, my
At Big Ricky
chest would...
1991 and very tiny. At Alex 2 Smith I would do anything. After all, I was not the one who started this. Let nature do its part. Not.
You're way too
Scrambled
good.
eggs from human ovum would not feed anyone.
Okay. Let's see if he responds. Let's see if he blocked me or something. And it doesn't go through. Okay. 2 check marks. Let's see
Melissa,
if Alejandro responds to
she said, like a chicken in brackets.
Technically, it could feed an ant.
Would you rather be an ant or a grasshopper?
An ant. I love ants.
At Big Ricky 1991 oh my god.
Would you rather be an ant or a tiger?
At Merzali
Tiger.
555 makes sense. Show green sauce.
Okay, should I ask the shirtless guy? Would you rather be an ant or a grasshopper?
Yeah,
It's
what
really
is that green
spice up
sauce?
this conversation. Would you rather
At
be an
Blacklight
ant?
District
or a
242 human
grasshopper?
caviar.
Honestly, I just want to scare this guy away at this point. If you're not down to
And
have a
last
conversation like
23
this,
is
just get
always
out.
trying to riz up things.
I'm gonna message just to Christian too in Spanish. I want to see what he says.
To Christian! Are you kidding me?
He's been messaging me, how are you?
No! No! Word! Melissa, give me your phone. Give me your phone. Stop it. Melissa! No!
I'm in a mood. I just want to scare away every man that's in my phone.
A manic one. A manic mood. Melissa, stop it. Melissa, no! No!
At purple underscore joker,
Delete
I
that.
bet a girl creature from the Black Lagoon has something
No.
close to human caviar.
¿Preferirías
And life
ser
is boring
una
as fuck.
hormiga
Literal
o un
communist society.
saltamontes?
No, stop it. Melissa, no. Melissa, guys, how do we get Melissa to stop doing this? She's messaging every guy.
The last thing he said to me, I was like, why did you message me? He said, we're not enemies. And now I'm sending him that. Would you rather be an ant or a grasshopper?
When Melissa is in the mood, she cannot be stopped.
Oh God, he just
What's
went
wrong
wrong
with
way.
communism?
You said it! Melissa! Stop answer!
It's too
That's
late.
good.
I'm taking a
Would you still like
survey.
it if I was worm?
I'm taking.
We're not getting any cookies
Don't
for
burn
2
all
days.
the
No. Sorry, I'm having a panic attack. He's typing to me.
Christian.
At Run
Okay.
requires technological prerequisites.
That's exactly. I
Yet,
knew he would
like
be
machines
boring and
which
respond
freely
that
print
way.
food.
I knew he would
At
respond
Run, there
boring.
is no humanity.
That was the last straw.
This was the last straw. Melissa! This is horrible.
I got you turned
Those
28
chilies
in
doing their part
3
in now.
days.
If you really want to get rid of all the guys on your phone, say it to Lewis then.
Oh no, he would respond so great. He would have such a great conversation with me. He would say all the philosophical reasons as to why he'd rather be a grasshopper.
I love
It would
Lewis.
be such a great conversation, and then
scarcity technologically obsolete.
It's the only person on my phone that would actually respond in
Any
an
premature
interesting
attempt
way.
at installing it will degenerate into red fascism. Hey,
I can't breathe.
Es una pregunta divertida.
No, it's not.
is that hot sauce? Why is Mel leg shaking like that? I'd rather be an ant because they have purpose and
Right.
not lonely.
I agree with
Even
that.
though it's not quantifiable if ants get lonely.
I
At
totally agree
Blacklight
with
District 242. He's gonna copy and paste that into ChatGPT and give you like response number 3. Let's
that. No, I'm
hear it.
speaking Spanish because he only speaks
That
Spanish.
green shit is too hot. I'd be a grasshopper. Can jump and fly
I
and
love that
edge.
everyone's responding to this. Can we have a
At
poll in the
Blacklight
chat?
District
Would you
242.
rather be an ant or would you
scare
rather be
the
an ant or a
shit out of
grasshopper?
A grasshopper.
At Thai price
why?
28,176 true.
An ant is a worker for its whole life. An ant has to do what everyone else says. An ant has to go
It
along
has
with the
community
role.
though. It has love. It has,
It has a
purpose.
role that it's forced to do. It can't fly. It's just part of a bigger society. Melissa, this is not good.
Answer
Okay.
NPCs.
He's so fucking serious.
I made the poll. Ants can't
Would you rather
retire.
be an ant or a grasshopper?
Ants are a part of something bigger.
Let's have a real philosophical question.
An ant's purpose is to serve its queen ant colony.
I voted ant on your
At
computer.
Blacklight District 242, it's got very interesting graphics, very 90s like extreme.
Very interesting, great.
Have you seen an ant growing old on a pension? I would be an
Have you
ant.
seen
I
it?
like the
Have you
community.
seen a
Where's the stream nano
grasshopper
ticker?
grow old on a pension?
Why you like doing that to yourself?
Depende del contexto, pero creo
Let's
que
all work
un
for the queen.
saltamontes. Would rather be a grasshopper. Depending on the context,
Melissa,
but I
just
believe
once.
I would be a grasshopper, he said. In what context would you pick an ant? Question mark.
Grasshopper. Grasshoppers scare the shit out of me in a flinching way. Ants live longer. Grasshopper would be better. At
I feel
Blacklight
like I
District
need to message this guy
242
back,
Bland.
but I haven't messaged in like a
Carm
week.
is deep in thought. Chilling life
And
alone.
that's a perfect way to respond.
No work to do, just eat.
Okay, guys, my stream is coming to an end
Why?
because it's been 3 hours.
At Glass
I'm
C23
really tired.
Grasshopper plus ant.
Okay, guys.
Carm is always deep in thought somewhere.
Thank you so
Should I
much.
ask my grandma?
Yeah. In Spanish.
Stream fatigue. Mel or Carm, if we elected you, would y'all serve as queen to our ant colony?
No, I don't want to be an ant colony. I don't want to be part of the colony.
At Blacklight District 242 Glass
Guys,
House
thank you
no
so much for watching today. Thank you to all of the moderators, and thank you to everyone on the board. Thank you to Skinner, thank you to Alan David Corey, thank you to Joseph, thank you to Gong Fleck, and thank you to Alex 2 Smith. A humongous thank you
for the stream
to Alex 2 Smith. Thank you guys so much for watching.
Very much for the stream.
Is there any last things you want to say?
Christian responded, el tipo de hormiga, ¿y si es solo trabajadora o hay una batalla?
I
Okay,
can't believe
but
you're still
squirrels.
talking to this guy.
So if it's a worker ant or if it's a battle ant, that's why he, if it was a battle ant, he'd pick the ant over the grasshopper.
What's wrong with him? He's so annoying. Stop talking to him.
Don't worry, I'm not attached to him at all.
No, you have.
I don't give a shit about him.
Yeah, let Mel talk to Alejandro. Carm, you don't want to be a part of a colony even if you're the one controlling it?
No.
Oh, I don't want you to end stream. I want to stream, but I feel like I need to do shit on my computer.
I need to end so bad I'm crashing.
Queen Ant.
Do you want to take a nap?
On my stream? No.
Hope you're having a good week.
Hope you're having a good week. Thank you,
Christian and
everyone,
Alejandro are winners.
for watching.
Queen Uncle.
I feel so
Carm,
sick
how long are
from
you here
so
in
many
Colombia for?
quesadillas.
What happened to Carm
She's saying
Island?
about staying the whole time I'm staying.
Sup, Lil Mamas. Bye, chat.
Hello.
Bye, chat. Bye, Lil Mamas.
Everyone follow me. Fuck, I need to dye my hair. Let's see which person
Mel,
out of
you
the
in a
10
streaming
people.
mood?
I'm in like a weird mood.
Carm, please
Manic.
be our ant queen.
No, definitely.
Carm,
This
be
isn't
sure
manic.
to check DMs for nightclub
But I guess
events.
it is like, it's something, that's for sure.
Thank you, Blacklight. If there's a nightclub event that he told me about tonight, I want to go.
It's on Saturday.
A something mood.
Well, he told me a bunch. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I'm gonna end. Bye, guys.
I see you.
Any
Bye.
last words, Melmo?
No.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye.